Welcome back to another episode of the Running Back Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Alexander, alongside Coach Ali.
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Why you come up with the stiffest like, hey guys, how y'all doing?
Alright, we gonna do it again? Another blooper? Is that another blooper?
No, man. You just gonna be that stiff ass dude on the show.
Oh, let me stretch that.
They
I'm so
spending their time.
stiff. I'm so stiff, guys. I'm so stiff. I'm so sorry.
And still joined by the infamous Uncle E. What's going on, man?
What's good?
That dry ass was good.
Man, I'm most good. That's what I am. I'm Windbreaker E, man. Uncle E, man.
I gotta be consistent. If I'm gonna yell at him for it, I gotta yell at you for it.
I'm just what's good. Windbreaker E, Uncle E. That's what it is.
It's hot, bro. Why you got that on?
Cause I'm Windbreaker E, man. My buddy asked me that the other day. He's like, man, why you wear a windbreaker? And it's hot over there. I was like, I'm Windbreaker E, man. He's like, no one ever called you.
About the weather.
Yeah, I guess
they're confused.
It's still summertime.
Windbreaker E.
Great show today. A lot of stuff has been going on in the sports world, in particular the NBA world.
It's NBA.
I mean, yeah, this is probably gonna be an NBA show today.
NBA.
The draft was a couple days ago, and today is the first day of NBA free agency. I'm pretty sure all of our phones have been going off like crazy.
We're like Woj and Shams.
Yeah, it's been wild. Move after move. Guys switching teams, guys getting extended, a lot of big money getting tossed around.
Bro,
it's almost like, you remember that 2016 season going into 2017 when everybody was just getting big contracts for no reason?
Timofey Mozgov,
Evan
first
Turner got a big deal.
5 minutes after midnight.
It's crazy stuff, man.
That's what happens when you play LeBron. You get inflated.
Hey man, they all got bags, so it's
facts.
I could play a day with LeBron. I get like a $2 million contract.
But yeah, so a lot has been going on, and we can't wait to talk about each and everything. But Ali, do you want to kick us off and take us into our first segment for the night?
So like he said, NBA free agency has been going crazy. First though, let's talk about the NBA draft, which was a couple of days ago. Drafted some young guys, a lot of young guys, especially in the first couple rounds.
There's some old dudes out there though.
Yeah, it was a lot of...
that dude from Oregon, he was like a junior, senior, something like that.
The dude was like 23, 24. He was like the same age as...
He was like the fifth oldest.
Oh, wasn't there like a dude that was the same age as Devin Booker?
Yeah. Someone was like, everyone's path is different. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
I mean, that's facts.
That's facts. So, but obviously the first pick overall was Cade Cunningham. Solid pick.
Oh, before we get into it though, were you like all surprised that there weren't a lot of trades going on at all?
I was a little shocked.
I mean, it was like late too, so like they didn't start doing trades till like later into.
Yeah, because I think there were a lot of teams.
End of the first round.
Yeah, like there were a lot of teams who I think are in win now mode also, who maybe weren't in love with where they were picking and maybe felt like they were picking a bit too high. Like the Warriors, for example, we know they were trying to move on from their picks and just they weren't able to find a suitor. However, they got pretty lucky in how everything turned out, but we'll get into that a bit later. I mean, I didn't even think Houston was trying to move down a little bit from 2, but I mean, again, we'll get into where everybody fell, what we think about it. But like Ali said, at number 1 overall, Cade Cunningham was taken by the Detroit Pistons out of Oklahoma State, the big 6'8" point guard. The kid's special, man. The kid is really special.
I really think if Detroit don't mess up the surrounding pieces, he could be
Jeremy Grant. That's it.
No. I'm saying like with more pieces because they're not doing nothing. Jeremy Grant is second best player. It's not a highlight. I'm saying like
who's their number 1 best player?
Cade Cunningham.
Walked in. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
who else is on the team that you think is number 1?
Who the fuck watches Detroit?
I mean,
all right, there you go. Cade Cunningham is the best player.
Killian Hayes got potential to be really good.
Right now, they don't need potential. They need help. They can't wait on potential.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
You're not, but
yeah. So
it's gonna be interesting.
It's been a while since those 2000 days when they had a great squad fighting for the top of the league and stuff. So
did you see he threw the buffs on? Like as soon as he got picked, like he threw on the Cartier glasses. So he was thing out there, man. He really embraced him.
Goofball.
Hey man, when you number 1 pick, you gotta embrace the.
I thought he would have came a little harder with his fit though.
Mean, he knew he was number 1. It was
I feel like the harder fits are for those who like coming like maybe between like 5 and 15.
Yeah.
I don't know, because if we're talking about the fit of the guy who went second overall, Mr. Jalen Green, going to the shooting guard out from the G League.
It was definitely some Soul Sonic.
Hey, his fit was crazy, bro.
The hair with it, he definitely went like 1970s look, kind of a little
It was
flashier.
hard. You know who he looked like, Loki? He looked like a 2021 reincarnation of Sweetness from Roll Bounce. We'll throw a picture up somewhere here, but it's
It's nice fit, you know. It's so it's not too big when they get the little glitter and stuff in the picture.
I mean, yeah, but you think you're gonna turn out good?
yeah. I mean, I think Jalen Green's the best athlete in this draft.
I like Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green on the same team. Cause now,
Oh, I forgot.
yeah. So Kevin Porter will play point, and Jalen Green will probably play the 2.
Dang.
And then they need to put Christian Wood at the 4. I think that's his best.
That's his best position. Yeah,
That's
for sure.
tough.
I don't like him playing at the 5.
Y'all could have had him. Oh my goodness.
Who? Had who?
Kevin Porter.
Hey, I mean, I blame general manager
You can't win them all, man.
Kobe Altman.
You can't win them all.
Just to
Sometimes
see
you get-
Turian Prince leave. The beautiful irony.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what's special for Jalen Green is we saw when he got to the Ignite, he struggled early. It was a pretty rough transition for him coming from high school to playing G League ball. I mean, you playing guys who are up and down in the NBA.
Yeah.
But he did, after I would say, after like probably 10 games or so, got his footing. You saw the athleticism from the beginning. It was really just decision making and consistency for him. And there are still some questions about what he can do consistently at the NBA level. But what we do know is that the man was scoring about 20 a game in the G League, fresh out of high school. So like,
I mean, he can play.
he can.
Once he started getting the rhythm of how the NBA season works and how to like manage his lifestyle, because he obviously the skills are there. He's number 2 for a reason.
Yeah.
So and playing against the old veteran and the young player coming up in the G League, like you said, is going to
And I
help
think
him.
I think it'll make the transition like better for him. I think we'll see something similar to what we saw with LaMelo. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
We saw
okay, I can see
LaMelo
that.
struggle early, but there were parts of it that looked very comfortable. Like LaMelo never looked overwhelmed passing the ball.
Yeah, it
You know what
was
I'm
a
saying?
scoring.
It was scoring. His scoring was a little like, oh, okay, I can't just walk down and they're not just gonna let me walk down and pull up a shot like they would in
a couple
high
weeks
school.
later, he was a front runner automatically in the rookie of the year race.
Yeah.
And he won it even though he was off for like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
See,
so
that's
I mean,
tough.
if he's able to, if Jalen Green's able to put it together the way I think he can, he's gonna be. I think he's got probably some of the best potential to be like all pro in this class.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think any. I can't say superstars for any of these players yet until I actually see them play. But I really think some of them will definitely be all stars for sure.
Yeah, man. I think I trust somebody who is, who's playing against grown men. You know what I mean?
Also, Adam Silver is a very tall man. We
did
discussed
not
this.
realize he was
one time.
6'5".
So
He legit awkward as fuck.
yeah, so he was like, yeah, that man is really tall. And they know Cavs hometown team for us. Oh, not him.
3rd overall pick. We made the right move. We didn't overthink it. We didn't get too fancy. We didn't try to trade out of it. They took Evan Mobley. They took the best player on the board.
What if he sucks?
That would suck for us. I would be very upset.
I mean,
I don't think he will. I think he's be like another version of Anthony Davis. I don't know if he'd be that like reach that ceiling.
I give him more of a Chris Bosh type of.
I mean,
Type of
you
vibe.
guys.
none of those comparisons are bad. Those are both perennial all stars, both champions.
I mean, you guys got like your starting 5 is very young. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think you guys would really need a veteran guy to at least mold some of these young dudes.
Yeah, but I think what they're trying to do right now, because I mean, in the mode of what this coaching staff is with JB Bickerstaff, he likes getting these young guys and trying to put a different type of mentality in them early. And
it's never a bad thing to do that.
right, and it's not a bad thing.
Put
And
your mark on there.
Now, it doesn't result in a ton of winning, but what it does result in is development of the players, and usually a lot quicker. I think Evan Mobley will be able to be a star, and he'll be able to thrive in the position that he'll be in, especially because you never know what Kevin Love is doing. I don't anticipate him being on the team by the start of next year.
Listen, Kevin Love is gonna be a legend in Cleveland, but
No,
he
he's
gotta
not.
go.
Stop it.
Yes, he will.
Stop it. No,
He
he's
can't be a legend. Not with the way it ended. Now with the way it's been going.
He's just the legend as Daniel Gibson.
No.
No,
Don't
as
disrespect
Booby.
Booby. Booby's definitely
All right,
legend.
Anderson Varejao.
I mean, Anderson didn't win
Sure.
the championship, but all right.
But yes, but Evan Mobley is what modern NBA bigs look like, and I think he's gonna have potential to thrive here in Cleveland, playing the 4 next to
I just
Jared
hope he
Allen.
stays healthy because 7 foot is never a good idea. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
you know,
Embiid
it'll be
came
good
in with
to know
injuries.
He hasn't missed a college
Greg
game.
Oden
maybe.
came in with injuries, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, Evan Mobley hasn't really dealt with injuries in college, but yeah, we do hope that he stays healthy.
And I didn't Embiid till his last year. Then he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But
So
hopefully,
going,
yeah, moving on. Scotty Barnes, number 4.
hey man, look, this was a kid who's already pretty high on a lot of people's boards. Went to the combine and shot
You
himself
say he
up.
wasn't a top 5 pick.
No, he was not top
Before
5.
Yeah.
He
He was like a
expected to
top
be
15.
Yeah, he was expected to be in the lottery, maybe just outside of it. But then he showed up to that combine, boy, oh boy. Look, he looked like the most athletic one there.
Yeah, he showed out, and I think that's why Toronto's like, all right, let's really look at his tape and see what we're missing.
Yeah,
They're missing a dynamic player, and he's definitely a dynamic player.
Toronto knows how to pick him too.
Yeah, and I know he's a guard, but obviously Kyle Lowry.
I mean-
he's left. We were talking about him a little bit later, but
Oh, are you trying to foreshadow something, man? Stop stop it.
I'm not foreshadowing or anything.
I would like to see him be a little bit better of a shooter because his main benefit that Toronto gets is he is probably going to be one of their better defenders the moment he steps on the court.
Listen, this is like I'll compare this to what DeMar DeRozan when he got drafted. DeMar DeRozan couldn't really shoot that ball.
Yeah, basically, he's an athletic
And
freak.
he was an athletic wing. He can play defense. It wasn't a great defender at the time, but he can play defense, and he was a slasher person. Now look, his mid range is elite,
That's what Scotty Barnes is
and
going to
then
need.
yeah,
He's
and
going to
then
need that mid.
he's not a great shooter, but he can shoot it from the outside. And so like if he does his development just like DeMar DeRozan, they have a nice piece.
I like to see what they do with him. He's going to be fun to watch,
Yeah,
for sure. So moving on to number 5, the Orlando Magic take probably the did he make it the farthest in the tournament of all these guys?
It went to the finals. Did he not? No, Final Four.
Final Four,
No,
yeah.
because UCLA. No,
He hit the biggest shot of all these games.
Yeah. No, he went to the final. Yeah,
Yeah,
he went to the final. He
Jalen-
went to the final. Yeah, he lost in the final.
Right. Jalen Suggs, point guard out of Gonzaga, the former high school standout QB. The dude is an all around athlete.
Go ahead, man. Yeah,
The leadership ability. The way he's able to control a locker room, even with guys that are older than him, guys that have more experience than he does. I mean, it's. I mean, what more could you ask for? Now they do got a lot of guards in Orlando.
That's what I was thinking about.
Markel's down there, Cole Anthony's down there, and now you add Jalen Suggs to that. None of those guys are particularly good off the ball.
See, I thought he'd go a little earlier than.
Well, I really thought he was 4 after
a lot of
Mobley
people,
got off.
a lot of people thought he was going to end up in Toronto.
Yeah,
but
so
they,
when Toronto
they
took,
like Scotty.
so remember that combine, it helps a lot of people. It helped a.
Did you see his lane time?
Yeah,
bro?
so-
He was-
But like you said, they do have a boatload of guards.
yeah,
Like they can't play small ball. It's not gonna work.
that's not going.
I mean, you can't play small ball with a bunch of guards.
Yeah, I mean, like
I
look,
know
you got-
he's 6'6".
Yeah, he's 6. Yeah, he's 6'5" and some change.
Yeah,
Basically
yeah. So like,
6'6".
yeah, I guess you could throw him at the 3, but like, I wouldn't do that. I would
Yeah,
keep
I mean,
him at
like-
the 2.
Because you can't hide. He's not a bad defender, like at all. He's not a bad defender, but he's not good at guarding wings. He's very inept at guarding quick point guards because of his size and because of the footwork that he already
Yeah.
has. That makes him really good. But I don't know how I would like him guarding an NBA small forward.
Yeah, like he's not guarding KD or LeBron. Not at this stage right now.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
not even a
I think-
DeMar
I don't even know
DeRozan.
he-
I was about to say, I don't even know that he's guarding DeMar
I was
DeRozan.
like,
for real.
DeMar,
I mean, I don't think we look at what his defending. I think one of his like better perks is his passing ability, and it's
yeah,
quite
so-
remarkable.
yeah,
Bro.
I know
You
he
see
is.
some of the
I mean, it's-
dimes?
I think he's probably the top 3 passer in this
Yeah,
draft.
like him and Cade, I would probably like 1 and 1A.
Yeah.
As far as
Why
play-
is it 1 and 1?
because I
One
can't.
A, one B. You mean? No, that's kind of confusing. But all right, go
No,
ahead.
I mean one. I mean what I said.
Okay. I like 1A, 1B, but go ahead. It's just your argument. Go ahead. You do you, big dog.
But yeah, I mean, I think obviously the numbers were a little bit better for Jalen because he had a better overall team than Cade had. But I think you see, the ability to see the floor, I think is very similar for them, and I think just Jalen's overall personality is gonna definitely help that transition with him into the NBA a lot more.
Yeah.
But number 6 is where things kind of start getting a little
I
wonky.
was surprised at this pick.
Where are you though? Like, where are you though?
Yeah.
Yes, I was. Because they essentially drafted a white version of Shea. A lesser talented version of Shea. He does the exact same thing Shea does.
I mean,
Exact same thing.
but
And he's just taller.
Yeah.
He's literally the exact same thing.
he's Australian dude, right?
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know, this is Josh Giddey going to OKC at number 6. It was definitely a surprise pick. People had him mocked around number 10, somewhere between 10 and 13 is where most people had him going. Now he is one of the first of these talents coming out of the NBA Academy. So you guys are both soccer fans, so you understand how they get these youthful players and they bring them into these academies and essentially they train them up from there. So Josh Giddey
It's
is basically one of the first examples of that on the NBA level. So that's why, for me, I'm very interested to see what he's gonna look like. I mean, he's got good size. I mean, he's 6'8", and he's listed as a guard, but he plays more of a forward type of ball. Which
No.
I mean, I
That point forward.
No, he
you
plays
know?
like a point forward, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he plays exactly like what Shea does. Exactly the same. He had
Right.
triple-double, two triple-doubles in the Australian League and like a whole bunch of double-doubles.
See, that's the
not a
tough
lot of
part.
points. He's like a Jason Kidd, like how like Jason Kidd, like he like a 13, 11, 11 guy, like a Rondo, like how Rondo he doesn't
Well,
get
yeah,
a lot of
but,
points, but he just gets a lot of assists and rebounds.
The foreign players are
6'8".
like one of the more mature type players, and like when you see a team as young as the OKC, they I think this was a smart pick on their end.
I mean, it allows for versatility.
For sure.
Which is great because he's 6'8", Shea is what, 6'6"?
6'5",
6'5", and then Lou Dortz is like 6'6" something in there too.
I'm saying they have a bigger young core, so
You know what I'm saying? So you get a guy like, Australian, who plays, they said he played pro ball, right?
He's been a pro since he was 14.
Right. So you talk about level of maturity. Dude's going to be like already starting lineup.
yeah, his mindset is going to be there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very interested to see how they handle those rotations. Similar to, I mean, I think it won't be. It's not quite the same as Orlando's, but they have 3 guys who essentially all have the same type of play style.
Remember,
So,
they do got Kemba Walker. I don't know if they're going to trade him yet.
I don't expect
There's
Kemba
still a lot of.
I don't expect
Today's the
Kemba
first day
Walker
of free agency. It's still a lot of time for him to move teams.
I
But
don't
as
expect
right
Kemba
now,
Walker to actually suit up for the OKC Thunder.
Imagine if he did.
I mean, he still
You know
has.
what? Bring him off the bench. Do to Kemba what you did to Melo. Bring him off the bench.
That's so
do it.
disrespectful.
Is he better than Shea?
I don't know, man. As a 1, I think so.
Cap.
As a 1.
Nah.
Number 1 option.
I'd rather have Shea.
No, you don't.
Shea's a better defender. He's a better playmaker.
So, yeah.
Is he a better scorer?
It's not all about scoring. You gotta people can score.
Hey, aren't you the same guy? Aren't you the same guy? The same guy who says it's all about how many points you get.
Hey man, it's about putting the ball in the
Not, yeah. So don't give me. You hear this dude? It's not all about points.
Yeah, they have a lot of guard. They're kind of guard heavy
It's
on
a guard heavy team, man.
Because they got Darius Baisley. He's been getting a lot more minutes. They got Dort.
Dang. I am a big fan of Lou Dort.
And they
We're talking about
drafted.
somebody stepping up out of nowhere, bro.
I know we talk about him later in the draft, but Trey Mann, they got him too.
Oh, that's right. They did get Trey, man.
So like, and he's a dynamic player too. He's really good. He's a really good passer too. So
I
like,
like Trey, man. I like
so
Trey Man a lot.
I don't know what they're gonna do with all these guards, but we'll see.
That's for them to figure out.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know.
And they did also add a couple more first round picks to their assortment already. Sam Presti is playing NBA 2K in real life.
No, it's that Presti. I mean, besides the that one trade, I forget what trade it was, but it was like one bad trade. But he's been collecting them like Infinity Stones. Like
So-
he's Thanos right now.
For sure.
This dude look like the GM for McDowell's.
Hey, chill out, man.
Hey, but chill on the next pick, man.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
go
I
ahead.
want to. Okay, so the Golden State Warriors were picked at number 7. They were trying to move on from this pick. They were not quiet about trying to move on from this pick and their pick at 14. But they could not get a package that they felt was good enough, so they stuck with it, and they took probably the best defender in this draft. Another G League prospect, Jonathan Kuminga, great size, better shooting ability than people gave him credit for. Not really from outside, but mid range is good. He's this class's Kawhi, in my opinion. That is the
That's nice. Okay.
that's the
I mean, that's a
comparison. that I'm
yeah,
giving
and
up.
I mean, if he could because they're gonna be in the playoffs next season, right?
Yeah.
Got
For
him
sure.
coming off the bench for the
If
secondary
they stay
rotation.
healthy and Klay Thompson has to be there.
He's gonna come back, right? We
We
all
all said that
assume
last year, and he got hurt in training
He
camp.
got, but this is what I'm saying. He's gonna definitely be the second unit. If he's gonna come in and out for Klay Thompson in the small forward position.
So he's taking Wiggins' spot.
I mean,
I don't see Wiggins staying.
I mean, because
At this point.
Kuminga was averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds in the G League. That's you. I can take that. I can take that off the bench, my boy. I can make that work.
It's
So-
not bad. It's not bad.
And then you could package. We all know Oubre and
Oubre, I think they should keep Oubre and just trade
stop. They don't need Oubre. He does nothing. But
Wiggins. Oubre's a two-way player.
okay, great.
Maybe
Package him.
Why would you just
He
give
had
him a
career
two-way
high-
player?
he
It's
had
not a
career
lot of
high
two-way
rebound
players in the league. You need two-way players.
You don't need Oubre.
I mean, he's a nice piece to have,
He's
especially he's not expensive.
The playoffs,
Yeah, they're gonna let him-
you can never have too many two-way players.
We just watched the playoffs where role players stepped up and were primary, except for in the finals, were the reason that the people won the game.
No, I would say the role players play well because Bobby
Bobby
Portis.
Portis.
Yeah, I would say Bobby
that's
Portis.
true.
Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez.
No, man, I wouldn't even. Bobby Portis got the crowd into it. That's all.
I mean, they still took a 50 piece from Giannis, but what I'm saying is this playoffs in
Why
particular,
would you?
this playoffs in particular has primarily been about, I think, a lot of the role players stepping up and doing their thing.
Yeah, so
But yeah, so Jonathan Kuminga will be a good pick for the Warriors, and they're going to be looking to play competitive basketball. So I really think that could end up being a steal for them, especially having
yeah, I feel like
An
Golden
actual
State
defender.
should just
I mean,
Not
see
a
what
Draymond
happens
Green
with the picks they got, and something bad happens, you still got to trade that.
I know I can't wait to get to the next pick, but
I ain't
we'll
gonna
get to
lie. I
that.
think he might even be all rookie first team.
I think probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
If some injuries happen, he has to go in the
Well,
starting
if
lineup.
injuries happen, bro, I'm assuming he could be top 3 for rookie of the year.
Look, you know what I think? Okay. Wild prediction. Jonathan Kuminga at the end of his rookie year is going to make Draymond Green expendable to the Golden State Warriors.
Okay,
How
that
tall
was,
is Kuminga? 6'6"?
He's 6'7" and some change, almost 6'8". I believe he's
does he have good court vision?
but
Yes,
he,
the one-
but he can score.
Yeah, I get that, but one of the
But
main
he can
reasons.
defend, he can rebound, and he can score. He's not the
But
playmaker.
but I know the reason why they keep Draymond around because he can play make.
I mean,
Let's make and defense. That's the only reason why he's on that team right now.
I mean, but I think almost because the passes are not incredibly difficult, I think Steve Kerr can make anybody at least an average playmaker
Alright.
on that Golden State
I'll
Warriors
take,
team.
you, I'll take you up on
But
that.
that's my prediction. I believe by the end of his rookie year, Jonathan Kuminga will make Draymond Green expendable to the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, we'll see.
That's tough. That's a great prediction.
But
That's what
picking at number 8, the Orlando Magic again getting here, and they get Franz Wagner
Blonde Vucevic. That's what.
out of the University of Michigan. He interesting prospect.
I like his game.
He's very fundamental. It's
He's
so mature for
He's
his
like
game.
a Tim Duncan.
That's what I was thinking, man.
He's like a Tim Duncan,
That's
David
high
Robinson
praise.
type of player.
That's high praise. You heaping on that
No,
young man.
I'm talking about the potential. I'm not saying he is.
Yeah, it was like, he ain't
Everybody
out there.
we said so far has potential. To
You
be.
just called the last dude Kawhi.
Yeah, you said-
Come on,
I mean,
Kuminga.
Oh wait, so don't.
Tim Duncan, no.
Well, I'm just saying like type of player
No, I
he is.
mean,
I'm
I
not
get
saying
you.
he's gonna be that person. Really, who knows? He might be. I don't know. But he's
Actually-
definitely old school.
Very Vucevic too. Just almost carbon copy in a weird way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like him a lot. I think he's better than his brother.
I think Mo is very, very old school center.
Yeah, he's old school center with a jumper. He's old school European center.
Yeah. So like in the game today, he won't pan out as much. He did play well for his team though.
And I mean, Franz is a little smaller, so Mo is 6'10" or 6'11", and Franz is 6'9", and played a bit of. Yeah. He played some small forward at Michigan. Primarily was a power forward, but did play some small forward. But like Ali said, he plays a very fundamental back to the basket, almost Tim Duncan style. But he does have. He doesn't have a three. He will shoot the three.
I know he can shoot.
He can hit him, and when he gets hot, he can go.
I think his most underrated skill is his passing. I don't think people think about his playmaking. I think he can.
He was.
Because Tim Duncan was a playmaker too. People don't realize that. I mean, I know he had Ginobili and Parker and Bruce Bowen, all those shooters and stuff to help him.
He does see the floor. Yeah, and having True Postovich, basically with how he described it, was being able to see the floor, the entire floor, from being down low. And he said he thought he had it, Hakeem had it, Tim, Dirk, and everything like that. And he said he sees a lot of the same thing in Franz because he's not necessarily just looking to score once he's posted up. If somebody's cutting, if somebody's going back door, something like that, if he's got a shooter open, he's looking for them just as much as he's looking to find his shot. So I think that's an important skill to have, and I think it's something that'll help him out. And I think it's pretty cool. He gets to go and play with his brother in Orlando. So
yeah, that's always nice to have a
that'll help with the transition a little bit more.
Yeah. So
then, picking at number 9, the Sacramento Kings take Davion Mitchell out of Baylor.
I'm excited about this guy.
I'm excited, but I'm also surprised that the Kings took him.
Why?
Well, he's a smaller guard. He's a 6'2" at best, and he's not really a point guard. He's not really a shooting guard. He's just a player, like a Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's not a point guard or a shooting guard. He's just
that's
really what he is.
That's tough. Yeah, I can agree. But
but his year last year is what brought him up. I mean, we already knew he was a good defender.
No, I think he's a great player. I just think.
Well, you don't think he has a defined position?
Yeah.
I mean, that can be tough.
It can be tough, especially late game situations. Do you play him? Can he play in that situation? Or can he just is just like a second, third? I mean, second or third quarter guy. You know what I mean?
I would trust him, but the problem is similar to Orlando. Your two best players are De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. Your point guard and shooting guard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where are you gonna play?
Who is 6'3" De'Aaron Fox and I believe 6'5", 6'4", 6'5" Tyrese Halliburton.
If he develops his point guard skills, because he might be like a Colin Sexton. He doesn't have a defined position. He just scores.
Davion Mitchell is an elite perimeter defender. So let's
slow it down.
Colin Sexton's a good defender.
But Davion Mitchell that was his prime before the scoring. They didn't think he could score the ball. They were like, oh, he's a shooter. That's what's going to get him, or he was a defender. That's what's going to get him drafted.
Sort of like Lou Dort came into the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If he had a little more size, yeah. If he was 2 inches taller, maybe 3, and could slide down.
If he was 6'5", I'm not saying nothing. This whole conversation.
Lou Dort?
No. Davion Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. He's 6'5". I'm not. He'd be playing any position, to be honest.
But yeah, being 6'3" on a team where he's
never 6'2". He's 1.5.
That's tough.
He's same thing with Donovan Mitchell, who I thought was related to him, but he's not.
No, he just did that on purpose. He wears the 45, the last name. Yeah.
No. So, Donovan Mitchell is barely 6'2". So, yeah. Donovan Mitchell can get a bucket though anytime he wants. So.
So true.
This next pick pissed me off.
This
is the Memphis pick it's New Orleans pick, but it belonged to Memphis. At number 10, Zaire Williams goes out of Stanford, the 6'7" wing, best known for being tweeted at by LeBron. And that's really it.
What?
I think this is a Grizzlies pick, correct?
Yeah.
So I think the Grizzlies was a little too ambitious on this pick.
Considering some of the guys who are still on the board.
I think he's a quality player, but he's not a top 10 player. Because before this draft even happened, they had him at 15 in mid-draft, like 15 to 20. That was his range. And they take him at 10. And I mean, I feel like they didn't need another big. They needed more of a wing players.
Or he's listed as a wing, but he plays.
No, he plays like a big.
Yeah, he plays like a big.
He's
He plays
6'10".
similar to Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, I'm saying like, yeah.
And like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe you don't want too many scorers on the floor with Ja. That way, you can allow for him to do and thrive the way he needs to. But I just think that's stupid. I feel like you should have been looking for another dynamic backcourt player to play alongside Ja Morant.
And Dylan Brooks. And,
Yeah, I mean, Dylan Brooks is great. Listen,
Dylan Brooks had a hell of a year.
hell of a year.
He's a good
But
back.
that year that he had is probably the best we're gonna see.
Well, that's not disrespecting, man.
Yeah,
I feel like he's still
that's a
going.
little-
I feel like that's a great confidence boost, and he's just gonna kill him on. I feel like he's a.
You're talking about he
Yeah,
reached
that
his
was his
ceiling,
peak. That was his peak.
and he's coming down after.
Yeah, nah, I feel like he had another good year.
Listen,
But like,
I like Dylan Brooks. I watched him a lot at Oregon.
he's a good two-way
I
player
just-
too. Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, he'll play hard. I don't know. He's actually a good defender.
Okay.
I like Dylan Brooks. I just think I would have liked to have seen them go out and get a more dynamic guard, especially considering some of the guards that were on the board.
Yeah, I agree.
It just seems like a little bit of a reach. To me, where they were sitting, they seemed like a perfect team who should have been looking to trade down. They didn't do it. They stuck with the guns. They take Zaire Williams. And I mean, look, we'll just have to see. Nobody is guaranteeing this draft. So he could be. I mean, listen, Cade is probably going to be a Hall of Famer one day. But nobody's a guarantee in this draft. So Zaire could absolutely end up being the best player here. Is that likely? No.
And it's funny because you said guard. The next guy that was selected should have been the guy they took, Memphis.
Yeah.
James
Shout out
Bouknight. Hornets drafted him. I think he's gonna be a great player.
Bro, he's a bucket.
I think he's gonna be excellent second, third option later on in his career. I think he's gonna be like a Bradley Beal. I really high on this guy. I really like his scoring.
I mean, I do too, but
And his defense needs work, obviously. It's like Bradley Beal's. But he can score. This is a bucket right here. And I feel like Memphis missed out on, like what you said, a dynamic backcourt player.
Yeah, I mean the dude he's bro. He's got 25 a game written all over him. Like he's like that, bro.
No, he can shoot. He can play. He's a shot creator.
Right, and I don't know if you saw, he had one of the best shooting performances at the combine. You know, that was his biggest thing. They were like, oh, we'll know if he can consistently hit these shots because he has these hot and cold nights, and then comes to the combine, and I think he missed 6 total 3-pointers.
No, I think
James
I'm really high on
Bouknight is
Bouknight. So
absolute bucket. If you didn't get a chance to watch him at UConn, bro, go watch some of his highlights and tell me that don't look like Bradley Beal. Like, bro, he's an animal. Like, he got the handles. He looks comfortable wherever he's at on the floor. Like, I like James Bouknight a lot. Bouknight, excuse me. I can't
that's that Bouknight. It's Bouknight, dog.
Bouknight. And but he absolute great player. I can't wait to see him at that. He's gonna be fun to watch. And him playing with LaMelo.
See,
I like this pick a lot.
Because
Charlotte got
like
steals. I think Charlotte is gonna be still with a drive.
Michael Jordan finally figuring out how to be a good GM.
I think they should have got a big man, a center.
I mean, that would have worked too, but I really think
That high though.
I mean,
with the guys who were like, look, I mean, besides Evan Mobley, like, you picking a guy at 11, a center.
I mean, because like scoring wasn't really that big a problem for them.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point you got to take best player. I mean, you know, with the NFL draft, it's much more about fit over best player available. NBA, you know, it's just about who the best guy is in a lot of situations. It's very rare that the best guy is also
not a bad
perfect
pick to
fit.
get another scorer. It's never a bad pick.
Yeah.
You can never have too many scores.
I mean, who was Charlotte's center last season?
It was a mixture of Zeller and Biombo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not arguing with you that it's
I mean, I
that's
understand.
atrocious.
it is.
I understand.
It's atrocious center.
You should never have those guys starting. There's definitely backup centers that we just named, but
Back up to who?
just a starter.
To each other. That's what it
No,
was.
I'm just saying they're backup role players. Yeah.
Bismack Biombo.
I mean, he had one good year in Toronto. So.
I mean, but they did kind. Now Charlotte did make another pick later in the first round that we'll get to that I think is I don't trust him playing center, but we'll get to that. Number 12 is the San Antonio Spurs picking Josh Primo out of
This
Alabama.
is such a San Antonio pick.
Yeah.
This is such a San Antonio pick.
Talk to him. Tell him why.
I mean, I just feel like he's just it's nothing that stands out. I feel like he's a solid player. Don't get me wrong, but at
I
number
just feel like
12,
he's a project, bro.
yeah,
He's a like,
freshman.
Yeah, he is the youngest player in this draft, like by far.
He does have an NBA body though, so that helps a lot for his development. 6'6", he has a 7-foot wingspan, so like, I mean, he's very athletic.
I mean, I guess they're gonna play Keldon Johnson at the 3 now, and slide this guy to the 2.
Nah,
assuming
he's
DeMar DeRozan doesn't
gonna
come
be
back.
a G League player for like 2 years, like you said. He's a project player.
But why draft him so?
That's what I'm.
I mean, he's got
they
some
should have just
upside.
trade down for if they wanted to get someone like him.
Or take the guy who gets picked 2 picks later. But again, I can't believe he still hadn't got picked. This was offending me. Ali and I watched the draft together, and I assumed that he was gone.
I mean, he's a good defender, Primo. I'm just saying this is San Antonio.
it's a
pick.
San Antonio pick.
It's such this is like you're like what? Okay, remember he might turn out be like he might turn out to be Kawhi Leonard. I don't know, but this is definitely Greg Popovich all over it for sure.
Yeah.
So
Picking
let's move on.
picking at number 13, the Indiana Pacers take the oldest player in the draft.
super oldest player.
He's 24, right?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong about picking up an older player. Like, just never. Because you must have heard Richard Jefferson talk about being an older player when he got drafted and how, like, you know, the seriousness of the game came to him relatively quicker than, like, most guys who come in at, like, 18, 19.
And I think
Man, he
there's-
like a Dominican Colin Kaepernick.
why are you disrespecting this man?
But no, he can shoot though.
He got to burn it. Listen, he set the Oregon Ducks floor on fire quite a bit last season. I mean, that's what he got congratulating him.
Oh, she's fine. But sorry, I got distracted a little bit. But yeah, I feel like he's gonna have a short career because he's 24, obviously. So like, the age is gonna. No,
I mean, he could have a
Well,
10
you don't think he'll,
he
like-
could have a 10-year career.
Be a great guy.
I mean, the
You're
league
24.
is young. You know, NBA play politics now because they kicked out Carmelo Anthony for like a year because he was old.
I mean,
Look, Rick Carlisle like his shooters. He's
So,
gonna,
yeah.
he's gonna come out. He's gonna be a shooter right away. Him and Kid. He
He's
should
a good
be.
size too. So yeah,
He should be. Look, he's gonna be a 15-point per game scorer. He's never gonna be a star.
I mean, he built like a 3-and-D guy.
yeah,
Just without the defense.
yeah.
Like, really, like, I think that's what they really wanted. And
He might be a Danny Green, to be honest.
I was gonna say Danny Green, Joe Harris type.
Yeah.
something like that.
no. Danny Green, not Joe Harris.
You think he's even better than Joe Harris than
A
Danny
little
Green?
better than Joe Harris. I think Danny Green might be on the money, like peak Danny Green.
I think you just disrespecting Joe Harris, but all right.
I mean,
He had
did
a-
you
he
not
had a-
see him in the playoff?
I mean,
All
he
right,
had a
all right.
great regular season, but
Did you see
playoffs
Danny
just-
Green in his last playoffs?
Didn't he win a championship like a year ago?
Nah, he was struggling.
Yeah, he was.
That man was struggling. I mean, he won, but like, I don't think he helped.
No, LeBron won.
I guess that's what they
Rondo
said. Peak
won.
Danny Green, man. Peak Danny Green.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a peak Joe Harris?
Yes,
Last regular
sure.
season. But okay, this next pick, I'm passionate about this next pick.
You vouch for this, and if he sucked, that's on you.
I'm vouching for
Yeah,
this guy.
so let me write this down.
I will.
I'm high on James Booknight. Hold on, put that down.
And the two guys that I said I was the most like, I said Jonathan Kuminga was this
Yeah,
class.
I'm with you there. Kuminga
And
look-
then
Yeah, I like
this,
Kuminga too,
And
yeah.
then this next guy right here, who I cannot believe is still was still on the board this late.
Hey, put me down for Josh Giddey too. I think he might be an excellent.
Okay,
Josh
just
Giddey.
Moses Moody, or it'd be like Kendrick Perkins. Moses
No, he was like Moody Moses.
But Moses Moody out of the University of Arkansas goes to Golden State, the 6'7" wing. I've never had a reason to watch Arkansas basketball. But I saw a clip of this kid at, man, I think it was their like Midnight Mania or something. And he like threw a bounce pass to himself off the ground and like dunked. And now Midnight Mania is supposed to be fun. It's basically the starters in the second unit basically playing a scrimmage, but it's in front of people and everything like that. Like, so I understand.
Kaminga, who else?
Josh Giddey.
And so I understand it's supposed to be fun and everything like that. But bro, after that I'm like, okay, I need to check in and see what this kid's got.
You said Kaminga too, right?
Yeah. So he's 6'7", 7'1" wingspan.
I think Moody was gonna be phenomenal.
Great
player.
size. His defensive prowess way better than he gets credit for. The man is just, you're not gonna be able to break him down on those little. Yeah, so he's a great defender, both in the perimeter and then his ability to rotate. We saw a lot the rare occasion he would get beat going to the hole, the ability to close the distance between himself and the ball handler, is incredible. He's a 17-point a game scorer, 6 rebounds a game, and he can pass it a little bit. It's not his top thing, but
yeah. Watch Allen Houston in New York. No, Allen Houston was a dog. 2000 Allen Houston.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of these guys that are in this draft played on the same high school team. So Moses Moody, Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes, and then Day'Ron Sharp were all in the same
Monte Bird
Academy. Yeah,
Academy, and then a lot of them were on Sierra Cannon team.
Yeah.
So a lot of familiar
They out
faces
here,
in the league for
they out
that.
here breeding. But it's gonna be fun. I'm beating the table from that Moses Moody is gonna be a star. Matter of fact, he's gonna be at least 3-time All-Star. At least.
If he says, remember, stay healthy.
Please stay
Keyword,
healthy.
healthy.
Yeah, I'm not going
Golden
that far.
State picked him.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he's gonna even be like all rookie third team.
Shut
your
two teams,
face.
I think, right?
Can't wait. Matter of fact, I don't think I've been this excited about Summer League in a while. Like, not since 2019 when Zion came in.
You was excited for Zion some week.
Yeah, were you not?
Last one I was excited for was Lonzo Ball and who else? Who went first that?
It was him and De'Aaron Fox, wasn't it? It was their rematch.
No, it was Lonzo Ball. Who went first? De'Aaron Fox didn't go first.
Wasn't that the same Zion year?
No, 2017.
Who did go first then?
Who did they play first?
No, who
No,
did
number one
one?
pick. Who's number one
Oh,
pick?
in 2017. It was Aiden, wasn't it?
Johnny A was 2019.
he was 19.
I was like, dog.
Tripping. 2017 number one. Hold on.
Why am I blinking?
Who's in the class with Lonzo?
Oh, that was dude who's in Orlando. Remember? And then
Markelle.
Markelle Falls. JT went third.
Oh no, that was Ben Simmons because remember he came back because he didn't play that whole year and then.
No wait, Ben Simmons didn't
No,
go first.
Ben
Did he?
Simmons.
No, but he went first 2016, but he was hurt that whole year.
Yeah, he won Rookie of the Year the
Yeah,
following year.
Yeah.
Over
So
that.
hey, that game, the Philadelphia and the Lakers, that game was lit. That was probably the best summer game.
Dang.
Yeah, they did have. They was packed
Markelle
out
Fultz was number one.
there. Hey man.
What a lame.
So was Kwame Brown at one point, man.
No. Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett was like Cleveland's next LeBron.
Shut your ass
No,
up.
it was not.
Let's run out the top 15. Go ahead.
So next, the Washington Wizards take Corey Kispert, the 6'7" wing out of Gonzaga. The man's got an incredible jumper. It's really about it.
He's a Kyle Korver, athletic Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's
I
his peak.
mean,
He's gonna have a long career, but he's gonna be
he JJ Redick. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
I
say-
mean, look,
he's
he's
a
a
long
four-
career, nothing spectacular. He's gonna have a lot of.
nothing spectacular. You don't think he got like a
No. He was a 4-year starter at Gonzaga, so he came in as a freshman. He was starting, and he managed to hold his job the entire way. He's Kyle Korver. He's Kirk Heinrich. He's that type of player. I mean,
Kirk Heinrich was.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Captain, man. He was
He's gonna have a solid 12-year career if he stays healthy.
12 years.
Jay Drake plays 15 years.
Yeah, he's got a
Drake's
lot of
played since
career.
2004.
He's got a lot of career in him.
So if he stays healthy, manages money, manages life, he'd be fine.
But yeah,
12 points a game for his entire career. I'm gonna call it right now.
so picking at 16, the Houston Rockets traded with the OKC Thunder and for 2 future first round picks, and they used that pick to draft Alperen Sengun out of Turkey.
It's Turkey. That's who you're saying.
Your favorite guy.
If you didn't know about that, go watch that. Check out that episode.
Now this kid, very interesting. Ali and I knew nothing about him. Had never heard of him. He was one of the few prospects I heard that I legit knew nothing about. At least these other guys, I'd heard names. I had an idea of where they played. Something. I knew something. Had no clue about this guy. However, turns out
this guy is a bucket.
Animal, bro.
This man's a bucket.
So he's a 6'9" power forward, right? Like I said, played in Turkey, won MVP of the Turkish league.
He's a certified bucket.
I mean, the first highlight they showed of this man when he got drafted was him doing the most casual 360 I've ever seen in my life.
They said he could be
tough,
a
though.
Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah,
That is hey man, Domantas Sabonis is nice. I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
nice, but
That's a good 3-time All-Star. That's pretty good.
he's also, and
He's
a small
18
thing.
too,
He's
so-
he's ambidextrous, so I mean his finishing ability around the rim nuts. He can shoot it well enough.
And he's Turkish or something.
Look, he's not a good defender. He's not a rim protector, but he don't got to be.
Man, he's only 19.
Yeah, he is gonna be fun, potentially. He
might be my favorite nigga from Turkey. He just might be.
He's got some of the biggest, I think, boomer bust potential.
Yes.
And
I mean,
think
going that
picking
low,
him
though, I
Yeah, I'm about to say picking the 16.
And listen, similar. It could be like a Dario Saric case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be. It could work out for you. It could not. You know, Philadelphia didn't work out for him.
Against the Phoenix.
Yeah, with the Phoenix. Now, I mean, maybe if he stayed healthy, he could have helped win the championship. I don't know.
So,
incorrect. But
so
I mean, it's kind of hard to win when Felix Kaminsky is your backup.
let's not dive back into that.
at pick number 17, the New Orleans Pelicans actually did make this pick for themselves, and they went interesting route. They got Trey Murphy, and it's not that Trey Murphy's not a great player, but it's just your 2 best players are Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, and then you drafted another wing. Interesting strategy. I mean, he could be a big 2, but he's 6'8". So
Oh yeah, he ain't come close to that.
I don't know if you want to do that. I mean, yeah, he's a
Maybe an off the bench kind of player. Nothing too.
I mean, look, he could be.
For
he could
number
be,
19 though,
It's 19th. It ain't nothing crazy.
Yeah, I
It's
was about to
19.
say, honestly, after you get outside the lottery, if these dudes play, you happy with it.
Okay.
Like you're not picking up another. What do you call
Your
it?
chances of getting a Jokic, man, are
A
very low.
Jokic, a Draymond,
Okay, don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Draymond's name.
My guy has won championships. Your guy has won nothing but an MVP.
Nothing but an MVP.
Yeah.
Nothing but okay. Anyway,
Next.
okay. See, again, is picking for what seems like the 20th time, and they pick up Trey Mann, brother of LA Clippers Terrence Mann.
He's a shooter.
Yeah, man. Listen, absolute bucket of Florida.
He's gonna be like a CJ McCollum. Nice 3rd, 4th option.
I can see that. But
We want to develop his body because
he's got to develop. He's like real small. Like
he's small.
Yeah, man. He's a small 6'5", bro.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 170.
Yeah, I mean, but look, I think he's gonna be able to transition well. Look, his mom was a professional basketball player for a number of years. Obviously, having an older brother in the NBA,
Hey, listen, when your mom's a basketball player, you're bound to be good.
your fundamentals are usually a lot better. But it's what?
Zaha Davis, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's good, and I think what's great about Trey Mann is that he was one of the best contested 3-point shooters in college basketball last year. Obviously, there's not a lot of wide open shots, so he's going to be fun to watch. So
See, that's why I think he's better than his brother a little bit.
his brother dropped 37 in the playoffs. Anyway,
Contested?
he
No matter, he
37.
dropped 37 in playoffs. 37,
It
dog.
don't matter if he was contested or not. He dropped 37.
Moving on, Kai Jones. New
Big
York.
man out of Texas. So you said that you were upset that Charlotte didn't get a big man. They got a 6'10" power forward, very athletic, does not do much else, but he's very athletic.
They
This is
need
basically another Tristan Thompson.
they need some sort of certified, rim protector.
I mean,
Look, he's a great lob threat. That's like he's a lob threat. LaMelo likes to throw lobs. Kai Jones scored a lot of
This
his
is what we're
points.
picking out lob threats. Is that?
Miles Bridges is only 6'7", and he power forward. You know what I'm
He
saying?
be catching lobs from LaMelo all the time.
Yeah,
So now you got a 6'10" guy who can do it, and he's an above average shot blocker. So I think it could work out pretty well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He definitely might be a starter.
Picking at number 20, the Atlanta Hawks take Jalen Johnson. Now, Jalen Johnson's a very interesting prospect because prior to the basketball season starting, people had him in the top 5. Then he quit on it. Well, then Duke sucked. And then he said he was no longer going to play for Duke and focus on the NBA, getting ready for the draft, and went 20th.
I mean, he could be a hidden gem.
No,
The talent's there.
I think he can be potentially like the mix of DeMar DeRozan and Tobias Harris.
So what is he, like a 2-3?
He's like a 3. He's a 3.
He's
Three?
a 3, he's 6'8".
Yeah, I won't put him at a 2.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not a really great defender. Yeah,
because
he-
if the Hawks are shipping out Cam Reddish soon,
That's what I was going to say. He's going to have an opportunity to play with them, shipping out Cam Reddish.
that's tough. Though he had an impressive playoffs.
Because yeah, he did.
yeah, because he's really good. He's a solid defender, nice, and he's a good rebounder too. So he's definitely a 3.
That's the tough part. That's
But he
tough.
can't really shoot that well, so that's gonna be a problem. Cam Reddish can shoot. He can shoot that thing.
That's
It's true.
dirty.
At 21, the Los Angeles Clippers draft Keon Johnson out of Tennessee. So 6'5" wing. Another really, really, really good athlete, I think. He's essentially Jalen Green, but not as pure of a scorer. So he can go get a bucket. I mean, he had the highest vertical leap at the combine. He jumped 48 inches. I mean,
Everybody said he might be like a Jalen Brown type of player.
Yeah, that was a
That
lot
was
of
his
comparison.
comparison.
Yeah,
I think that's a
I
little
don't really
high.
see it so far, but like we'll see.
I think that's a bit much.
Yeah,
but I'm a Jalen Brown fan.
because Jalen Brown can do both off both ends, and he can get 30.
Yeah, like,
So like that's a bit much, but we'll see how his game translate. Let's move on to the next one.
Number 22, the Washington Wizards with the pick they picked up from the Lakers. Getting that a bit later. They used that to draft Isaiah Jackson, the 6'10" center out of Kentucky. I kind of hate this.
why?
I mean,
He's the old school player.
yeah, he's
He's very old
not.
school. If you ever remember Theo Ratliff,
I don't think he look. I don't.
Yeah,
think
I don't
he's
remember that guy, but
yeah,
He doesn't have the versatility to be an NBA center because he can't shoot or anything like that, and I just don't think he has the athleticism to keep up with NBA bigs. Like, he would get obliterated by DeAndre Ayton. And then if he's got to come out to guard somebody like Yoke or Embiid who can put the ball on the floor, who can step outside of the paint, he's not going to know what to do out there.
I mean, he's a bit of a on the smaller frame. I mean, you could still like get him a little bigger.
I mean, you can, and maybe that can develop, and I hope it does for him. I didn't see a lot of it at Kentucky personally, but hey, now with basketball being your full-time job, it could work out.
So yeah, so he's like a smaller DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Not a lot, very good limitations.
Hey man, he had on some cold jewelry too, man. I like that
Yeah,
pick a
nice
lot.
little drip.
So then the 23 and 24, the Houston Rockets own both of these picks, and we'll kind of go over both of them really quickly. Usman Garuba out of Spain.
I don't know much about him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, he was a guy who was exciting early, and then the hype kind of died down. He played for Real Madrid. He was he was somebody that Luka was close with.
So I mean, that's a nice. Real Madrid does develop their players.
Yeah,
so
he got
that's
a
always
Luka
good
cosign, and
upside.
people were excited about him.
So
Yeah, and so I mean, look, he's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. So dude's got some good size. He can definitely rebound the ball, and he's one hell of a defender.
So I mean, he has the essentials to
But he
be a
cannot
good
score.
player. So
He's
like,
not
if
scoring.
they develop that, they should be fine.
He just can't score at all. That's going to be an issue, bro. He cannot score. But then at 24, the Rockets got Josh Christopher. They reunited one of the most explosive high school duos in Jalen Green and Josh Christopher, and I'm so excited about it. Josh Christopher, the 6'5" guard out of Arizona State. Like I said, him and Jalen Green play AAU ball together, and they probably have some of the best high school tape out there.
That's a lot of young guys in Houston, though. I mean, besides, I don't think John Wall stays, but besides, they got a lot of young guys.
I mean, that's kind of like what happens. They're in the rebuild, so
Yeah, they're dumpster fire right now.
And plus, they just got like one of the top centers in the league, Daniel Tice.
Wow, sure.
And so we'll kind of rattle off these next one. The New York Knicks pick Quentin Grimes at 25, the 6'5" guard out of Houston. The Denver Nuggets take Nishan Bones Highland out of VCU, I believe college's top scorer. He's a 24.5 point per game scorer out of VCU, so that'll be very interesting to see what he does there. Cam Thomas out of LSU goes to Brooklyn. Now, steal of the draft, possibly him. Cam Thomas might be a name to write down and remember because he has potential to be steal of the draft. Number 28, Jaden Springer out of Tennessee. Great defender, ends up in Philly. Brooklyn takes Day'Ron Sharp, the center out of North Carolina. Again, part of that, what is it? Morty Bird Academy? How you pronounce that name?
That's what Monteverde.
Monteverde Academy.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I just get.
Memphis takes Santi Aldama, the 6'11" center out of Loyola, Maryland, which I did not know existed until draft day. And and that is how the first round wraps out. There were some notable names who were left that were not taken in the first round that I would like to talk about. Sharif Cooper goes, was it?
He had a first round grade on him.
Yeah, and he goes 48
He
to
goes
Atlanta
mid-second.
to back up.
I mean,
Trae
you gotta
Young.
appreciate those second round. He might even like turn up for Atlanta.
He could. I mean, listen, he's gonna have a chance of just basically being a Lou Williams role, so he gets to do that. Ayo Dosunmu, the guard out of Illinois, goes second round, and Jason Preston, the 6'4" point guard out of Ohio University.
It's a great story.
Kid's got a great story. Man.
He was a 1-star, 2-star recruit, whatever. Mm-hmm. Probably averaged 2 points a game in high school. Got with the tryout, walked on with Ohio after a transfer from
He played in the he was playing in the AAU game.
Yeah,
and that is how that's how he got discovered, and then ends up
at a little prep school, and then transferred to Ohio, and now he's drafted. Excellent story. All this happened within 3 years.
And then, unfortunately, Luka Garza ends up in Detroit as well. The college basketball's player of the year last year, the big man out of Iowa, ends up in Detroit.
I kind of knew that was. I don't think his game going to translate well in the NBA unless he develops not like how Brook Lopez was a old school low post guy, and now he can shoot fucking 30 feet.
Possible.
So
I mean,
yeah,
that's
that's pretty much the draft.
Oh, let's take a moment. Let's think the NBA. They did a little tribute to draft Terrence Clark.
Oh, yes.
That was one of the
great moment. Adam Silver calling Terrence Clark's name, his mom, sister, little brother all being there. Very, very special moment. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, Terrence Clark was a very promising prospect.
Very promising.
Kid was an absolute bucket. From Boston, went to Brewster Academy, I believe it was, and then ended up at Kentucky. Kid was, man, one of the brightest stars. A lot of people had he was a lottery pick for sure, a top 10 grade in a lot of people's eyes, and he unfortunately passed in a car crash. So, it was, I believe, in April. And so it was just a really nice moment for Adam Silver to take that time and dedicate it to him, his mom have that moment, and everything like that. So with all that in mind, and the talent that we got to see and the excitement kind of around it, I think this was a successful draft. I think it was one of the best ones the NBA's put on.
Out of
We'll
all
see. And 5 years from now, we'll come back and see
Yeah,
who's
but
the
like-
winners and losers of this draft.
Well, after the first season.
We already locked in who we think is who's legit.
Wait, who'd you lock in, Ali?
From our dark horses or
No.
hidden gems?
No, like your two guys.
I did Book Knight and Kaminga.
All right,
Okay, so
I
we
think
all
all-
high on Kaminga.
Yeah, I think-
Okay.
I think my hidden gem will be like someone that's no one kind of like. I think it's gonna be.
My boy from Turkey, man.
I think my hidden gem was Trey, man.
No, I'm gonna go with Sharif Cooper. I really think he has a. I know he's small.
Scrub.
I mean, his role's going to be great. He's going to get a chance to go out there. He's going to be the number one scoring option on the second unit in Atlanta. Like,
So we'll see.
but we'll see how it ends up going. But with everything else happening in the NBA, today is also the first day of free agency.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Hey,
guys.
Oh my God.
What do you want to start off with first?
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball, was that the first thing that came up
That's
to you?
That was the first big one.
So Lonzo Ball is going to Chicago.
Yes, he is.
Signing trade with New Orleans Pelicans.
There you go.
4 years, $85 million.
See, I told you, I called it. He won't get no 100. This was like his ceiling.
I think I said 20. Or I said,
I mean,
I
that's
said
still
he'd get like
20 a year though.
So, yeah, I mean,
Sounds-
we
I mean-
was all in the same ballpark.
So, but still, I think that's gonna be a great trio with Ball. If Zach LaVine, if they pay him, I don't know if they're gonna pay him because he's.
Is that gonna really? Do
So-
they make playoffs with that team?
With Lonzo, Zach
Play-in, they
LaVine,
make the
what,
play-in.
and Vucevic.
They make the
They
play.
made the play. They made the. They didn't make the play in last
They-
year.
they- they-
I mean, that's a decent team. I mean, Lonzo.
I felt
Zach
like maybe a couple injuries, a little luck on their side.
They got to get Kobe White out of there.
Ooh, they
you need
do
to-
got Kobe White. I forgot.
They
about
got to
him.
get him out of there.
Wait, why do y'all hate Kobe White so much?
I don't hate him. I don't think he works for the Bulls.
I
Why
don't think
doesn't
he works at all.
Oh, see, he's going too far. No.
He's an efficient scorer in his second year.
I think he might be on the same pathway as Kyle Sexton. I don't think he has really a true.
But he's a playmaker. 6 assists per game. That's not a playmaker.
I mean, Kyle Sexton has 5.
But back to Alonzo Ball. I mean, I could see him making a play and get playing.
I think they can make the playoffs. I think they can.
you didn't think they could be a top 8? Was playing 8 is 7 through 10. So you don't think they could be a top 6 team in the East with that team?
not
No.
top 6. No,
No.
They, if there was regular playoffs, they could be 8.
Well, you know what? Wait, didn't Boston was in the playing game? Never mind.
no, yeah, Boston. That only happened because they got injured at the wrong time.
I mean, it was only what
I'm
Jalen
about to
Brown.
say Jalen Brown was healthy most of the year. He got hurt going into the
Talking about
playoffs.
the role players though, they had no
Yeah,
bench.
man, that sounds like a dumb problem.
But I
That'll be
mean,
fun.
that's a tough one. That's
I'm
a tough
excited
one.
to see Chicago. So who's next?
We got the role players. We got Alec Burke going to New York.
All right, next.
3 years.
They called him one of his key role plays.
Key role players, yeah. Nolan and Wells stay in New York for another 3 years.
That was crazy. You saw how much money they gave him?
Way too much.
3 years, 32, yeah.
Way too much.
Another big contract. Jared Allen, Cavaliers solidified their center role. 5 years, $100 million.
I don't think he was gonna get that money anywhere else, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't.
I think you guys knew he wanted him to stay, and he's like, "We'll give you what."
Yeah, I mean-
I think he would have got a 4 year, 70, 80 range, but
With like a player option.
yeah.
Yeah, he might have been somewhere around there, but I mean,
But
he's
yeah,
a
but
great
still
rim
similar deal, but like it wouldn't be like longevity wouldn't be what he wanted. So
Some good money.
He's a 15-13 guy. man.
Kelly Olynyk goes to the Pistons on a 3 year deal.
I mean, they gave him some good money too, though.
Mike Conley, a 3 year deal, a 3 year deal to stay with the Utah Jazz.
What was the money?
70, right?
$73. I mean, $73 million. I think that's pretty much though for
For an Asian dude who did fucking
who
nothing.
barely made the All Star. I mean, I know he should have made it when he was in Memphis, but
73. That's gonna be on the next year. $73.
They gave this nigga
that how you really feel?
$73 over 3. Oh god, it's the cheapest
Oh, my
contract in NBA
goodness.
history.
yeah, but $73 million
Yeah, that's a commitment, man. Mike Conley's been dealing with injuries this past few years.
That's almost 25 a year. Almost.
Yeah, I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have done that.
Nose button would have fucking.
But-
I would have maybe did like 3 year, maybe $50 million.
I would have given him the 2 year plus team option.
You know what it tells me? What it tells me though is that they don't trust Donovan Mitchell enough to be the primary decision maker on the team.
Well,
Like, or at least not to run the offense. I'll say that they don't trust Donovan because there ain't no way. After seeing what you saw in the playoffs, seeing what Donovan Mitchell was able to do, getting to a number 1 seed in the West, if you thought Donovan Mitchell had the ability to run the offense, you're not giving Mike Conley that money.
No.
You may bring him back, but you get with people like Kyle Lowry and Lonzo out there, like you getting Mike Conley?
it's true.
Yeah.
Almost 25, bro.
Dwayne, what are you doing, Dwayne? Come on, man.
Dwayne, man, come on, bro.
You see that part on he going crazy. Like,
Let's move on. Tim Hardaway Jr.
that was stupid money.
He got a 4-year. He got a bag. A 4-year deal with $74 million.
That's
I should have worked on my gym shot more.
I mean, he does too, because he wasn't. He had his moments.
I mean, in the
he had a good
playoffs, he
regular
was.
season. It was the playoffs that got.
He didn't show up. I'm saying, like, he didn't show up. So I'm looking like, come on, dog.
He showed up in like 3 of those games.
That's all he did was show up, and the rest of them.
Yeah, that's
Luka didn't need
you got 18 a
Luka
year.
didn't
So
need you to be a star. He just needed you to come along for the ride. And you couldn't do that, man.
I mean, essentially, I think like it's a lot of money, but at a point they probably will like maybe next season probably think about trading him and be like, fuck, we just gave him like way too much.
And it's gonna be hard to move off of him.
It's another situation like he did with New York. Got a little bag in New York, and then
Man, you got like 18. Hey, Tim Hardaway been finessing.
moving on. T.J. McConnell is staying with the Pacers on a 4-year deal, $35 million.
See, now
That's a good.
that's
That's a great.
contract.
That's a great contract.
Because listen, T.J. McConnell is
Okay.
yes, but he is like the perfect point guard for a team that you don't want your point guard to be the best
He's a
scorer.
slightly better Matthew Dellavedova.
Okay,
That's
a little
like
disrespectful.
Yeah, dude. Like he's miles better, but
Yeah, T.J. McConnell is a great playmaker.
did you just say that? Did that just come out of your mouth?
Yeah, it did.
The hell?
T.J. McConnell can run an offense very well, but that's about
He
it.
got about nine a year.
I'll take that. That's
Another
that's
guy
good.
who's like Dellavedova, who's gained a shit ton of money off the coattails of LeBron James.
Hey man, he was second best player in the 2015 finals for the Cavs.
That's
We got 2 wins on that. Kyle Lowry signed a trade with the Toronto Raptors.
We let
He
go
is
of the
going to Miami on a 3-year deal.
You ain't got Precious no more.
We let go. I mean, Goran was out of it, but Precious,
I don't think
I
Big
think
fan.
Goran should just retire.
tough.
I don't.
Precious. I was so big fan of Precious, man.
Yeah.
I think all he needed was like another couple, years,
Precious is gonna get a defensive player of the year eventually.
right? But cause they gave Bam a lot of time, and he progressed like exponentially, a lot quicker. But man, if you give Precious that much time,
I think that's why Toronto was like, give me Precious.
Yeah, because I think they basically look at him as like a defensive version of Pascal Siakam if he gets the time to play.
Oh, he might be out there too, so I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Pascal,
Yeah.
send him to Clippers, man.
But you excited about it? You excited about the
Kyle Lowry,
Kyle Lowry.
with Bam, with Jimmy, and just to spoil it out before we do, PJ Tucker.
Hey, and y'all, and not only were y'all adding new players, you were keeping some of your other players around.
AKA Duncan
Duncan
Robinson,
Robinson.
who was next on his list.
He-
5 years, $90 million. Got a bag. He was a Division III player, and now he got $18 million a year. $18 million a year.
Can we listen? I know it's part of Duncan Robinson's story about him shooting in the empty gyms and all this other shit. The nigga played at Michigan before he got to the league. Like, Michigan's never had an empty stadium. Like, I get it. He worked hard. He ended up at UM and then got to the Heat, and he's a great pure shooter.
Oh, sorry. More details on that Kyle Lowry thing.
Oh yeah.
3 years, $90 million.
See, that's a steal.
Yeah, I ain't gonna add it.
That's a good steal.
That's good money when the number seems
30
to be
30 years. It's not
about
bad.
30 years. That ain't bad, man.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Torrey Craig, and a small time role player 2-year, $10 million with the Pacers.
Why are we talking about that? Why was that even on the
Hey, I'm going down the list,
on the
man.
catalog? Like,
Chris Paul
these days
has
Warriors make some
agreed in principle.
this is egregious.
Listen, he hasn't signed yet. It's agreed in principle on a 4-year deal.
So you want to talk about how he declined his player out. So he
Was it
had
like
a player
44 million?
option for this year for
He
44.1
finessed the fuck
million.
out of the Houston Rockets.
He had a
I mean, did he really finesse him though?
Yes.
Because he's been to a finals, a Western Conference
he
Finals.
wasn't in the final.
Ooh.
Not for Houston.
He didn't get to the finals with Houston.
No, I'm saying he went to a Western Conference Finals with Houston.
You know what I'm saying?
Is what I was alluding to.
Okay.
So he was due 44. So he gave back a little bit of money, but I mean, 1 year versus being able to be there for the next 4 years. I mean, Chris Paul's getting up there in age. Well, he's already up there in age.
Well, at the end of this contract, he'll be 40 years old.
Yeah. And so I think it was just more about security for him more than actually wanting to.
I think this will be the last
I
contract.
mean, yeah.
Well, you think he's
Dog,
going to
like-
get a contract at 40? Yeah. He's
I
done.
mean, he might.
But
But
what?
he might be Tom
2
Brady.
year, 80 mil. Like, get the fuck
He
out.
might get a 10-day with, like, the Hornets to retire as a
Or anywhere Monty Williams is coaching, really.
The Hornets. You mean the Pelicans? Dog?
Pelicans, yeah.
He never played Charlotte in a day in his life.
That is egregious because I don't think after next year he'll be producing the same thing.
I mean, just because I don't know. We'll see. Jeff Green, 2 years, $10 million.
Jeff Green just can't stay on the team, bro.
This is his 11th team.
They just pass him
I
around.
think
Well, I mean, after that heart surgery in Boston, I don't think it was ever going to be the same.
Hey, man,
And
get your
clearly-
bag, though.
Yeah. So, Mo Harkless, 2-year, $9 million with the Kings. I don't know what the Kings are doing. I really don't.
Fucking up.
I mean, it's Sacramento.
Yeah, I better pay Rashawn, though.
Yeah, paying them his money. Dougie McBuckets.
My boy Doug McDermott, a.k.a. Dougie McBuckets.
3
Chicago legend.
years, $42 million with the Spurs.
That's really good.
That's a.
Said 3 for 42.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't too bad.
Next
Is that 14?
Next 14.
In Texas?
Oh yeah.
Texas ain't got no. Oh yeah. He get to see more. He get to see all that.
Well, yeah, pay his agent.
Well, yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
So he get to see 98% of that.
Zach Collins going to the Spurs as well. $22 million deal.
So they just
3
want,
years. Seven. That's about 7.5.
And they got Yaka Purtle already, so they just want shooting
Yeah,
big.
Perdo's not gonna stay. I don't think.
They just want shooting big man. I guess.
Mike Muscala staying with the Thunder. 2 years, $7 million a year.
I had no clue he was on the Thunder still. Thought he was out the league.
He was on Atlanta. No, he played with Atlanta
No, he did.
last year.
I don't know if it was last year, but he did play at one
Yeah,
point.
okay, whatever. Trevor Ariza is signing a minimum 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Hey man, flock to LA, everybody. Just do it.
No,
wait.
no. Did we even talk about the Russell Westbrook trade yet?
Well, I'll get back there. Dwight Howard is also returning. And what's that one?
Did you see what he put on Instagram? He said running back.
Yep, he did. No, since we're on Lakers, let's talk about the Westbrook trade. Oh, also they get Wayne Ellington too on another 1-year deal.
That's stupid.
He's a
Well,
three-point champion. You
He
can't
ain't been
beat
good
that.
since he was in Detroit. Anyway,
So Russell Westbrook, and this is the little sidetrack. The Lakers pull off a trade to get Westbrook from the Wizards for Kyle Kuzma, some other people, some draft picks.
Whoa,
Montrezl
okay.
Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell,
For Kyle Kuzma,
No, no,
some
no,
other
no,
people,
no, no.
draft picks.
Montrezl Harrell, KCP, and Kyle Kuzma. Put them in order of importance.
Yeah, calm down, guy. Don't just.
All right. KCP, Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma
Montrezl Harrell was first. What are you doing?
I mean,
So
KCP
draft
actually
picks.
played in the playoffs.
for Russell Westbrook. He's going back home. To
Idiots. You like idiots. Absolute idiots.
LA. I think this is a workout. Really.
Why?
This is not going to work out.
Why won't it?
Tell me why.
How many great teammates has Russell Westbrook had?
3.
How many?
Great.
3. 4.
2.
4. 4.
4.
Well, assuming LeBron James.
Well, I mean, they haven't been teammates yet.
Okay. So KD, James Harden, and
I mean,
he had
Paul George.
Paul George
Oh,
in
George.
his
MVP season.
MVP season.
So 3, yeah.
Victor Oladipo,
Okay.
who
Oh, okay. Oh,
Victor Oladipo's not the
But-
same caliber players.
aside from that,
oh, chill out. I
we're
love
gonna
Victor.
throw in Melo for John. But with all those stars, Bradley Beal, with all those,
Well,
I
Washington was a
wouldn't put
dumpster fire. He would just.
hey,
Like, that doesn't count.
hey,
Brad, we don't
quality
need
teammates.
Brad, you need to leave that team. Just go. It's okay. I know you got ties to DC. Just leave the damn Wizards.
You can still do stuff for DC in a different city, my boy.
LeBron did it. He built a school while he was in LA. Shit.
It's facts.
But Russell Westbrook has made a career of having great teammates and doing nothing. I don't expect anything different.
But I mean, he's never played with LeBron.
That is true.
So
What is he going?
Hey, he never had a big man.
You
So
gotta understand. He came in. I will be the first to say that Russell Westbrook has blown more opportunities with good teammates than anybody else probably in the history of the league.
that's not big. I mean, he's one of them, but I don't see the top.
Who else has had that many top NBA players either in their best seasons or in their primes repeatedly and not have found success with it?
I come back to you now.
Right.
see, the only
With like
positive,
different teammates, like because you can say like niggas like John Stockton, and Karl Malone, but it was just them. You know what I'm saying? AI didn't really get any great teammates until he got to that Denver team, and
That Denver team was so good, dude.
and then Charles Barkley was really just out there by himself. So
And then they teamed up
and then
with
he played
Clyde
against Michael
Drexler
Jordan.
and-
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, but yeah, I'll be the first to say that is Russ is messed up. Has lost more with players of that caliber than anybody else has in history. I mean, maybe Chris Paul's up there too, but Russell Westbrook has done that. But he has never played with. He's never come into a situation where he can't look at himself as that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when he's playing with KD, Sam Presti said that Russ was their guy moving forward. It was his team. He wanted him to make decisions, all of that. That was what him and what Billy Donovan wanted. Stupid, but it's what they wanted. And he viewed himself as an equal to KD. Even post MVP, scoring title, all of that, he still viewed himself as an equal to KD. He got to Houston, and while that was James Harden's team, Russell got his MVP in 2017, right? And he was in, so like, we got the same number of MVPs. We was in the same team. We came up, and in the same thing. You feel me? He has none of that with LeBron. There is nothing that he can say to make him, to even give himself the delusion that he is a LeBron equal or close to it.
do you know what the best part about this trade, and I'm being cold hard honest right now, is that they kept Taylor Horton Tucker. They didn't even have to trade him.
That's true.
I mean, I think I would have tried to get him, but Washington's a dumpster fire.
But this is not going to work.
Once again, Bradley Beal's by himself.
See, this is where it's going to turn out, right? They're gonna go at it and they're gonna say it's either success or bust, and it really is.
It is.
I mean,
And they're not gonna
LeBron's
win.
30. About to be 30. He's gonna be 37 in during season.
I said KD. I mean AD's not gonna have a healthy season.
He's never had a healthy season.
Exactly,
yeah.
and
It's just about, can he time his injury to be healthy for the
Well,
playoffs?
Time his injury.
they're gonna load management him like the entire season.
I mean, I would say with LeBron. No, I won't like with Westbrook now. I won't play. LeBron been playing 35 minutes a game since he was drafted in the league.
Which is absurd.
Yeah, like, he had the most knowledge on at anybody.
And it's not close.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing.
So like with Westbrook, you can take those, knocking down like the 30.
And dude, they were interested in Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield would have been perfect.
They still trying to get him.
Yeah,
They
he's
can't-
a
they
much
can't.
better fit.
They having him, you get guaranteed buckets.
I mean, if they reach a buyout with Sacramento, which it looks like it is potentially on the table, and Buddy Hield get some money.
Adam
from the Lakers.
Silver, fix this. This is not right.
They're gonna have like 10 guys on minimum contracts
No, that's just
and trade exceptions.
Him, Buddy Hield, Melo.
with DeMar. Like,
DeMar's not going there anymore.
yeah,
Nah,
He's not taking that pay
Because
cut.
DeMar know he can get another contract. Still.
Yeah, so it would be nice to have him, but they're not getting him anymore.
But nah, so I mean, I think it'll work out. Look, LeBron, while he doesn't necessarily like to, LeBron has developed into a better off-ball player.
I think he's a tremendous off-ball player.
Yeah, he's really good off-ball. It's just about, is he going to trust Westbrook enough to...
You better trust him to be on a team.
no. Russ is gonna start taking these liberties like he's done everywhere because he's
No, but it's not the same type of situation. Like I said, playing with LeBron, you cannot come into a situation... There are 2 players in this league who would be able to walk onto a team with LeBron and be like, I can still play the way... Or I should be able to still play the way that I want to play, and that's KD and Steph. Everybody else would need to change their game and would not be in any position to say that they shouldn't change their game.
I'll say
playing
Giannis
LeBron.
too, because Giannis doesn't.
I wouldn't. Well,
Giannis-
Giannis's game I don't think would affect LeBron because he would be an insane pick and roll player.
Yeah, I'm saying that would be.
That
But
pick
I
and
mean,
roll.
That pick and roll would be.
It would be
That'd
absurd.
be a cheat code.
But like literally everybody else, nobody else had, like, on longevity, achievements, just pure star power. Nobody else can do that. There's no reason for Russell cannot even try to put himself in the same realm as LeBron.
So yeah,
And it's the first time you're gonna be able to do that. So
like I said, he's gonna keep taking those liberties. His shooting is gonna be still piss poor like it always has been.
he's gonna shoot 35% through this year.
let's move on back to the
I
transaction.
put money on it.
I'll put it on camera so people can see it.
$10,
$10 on
35%.
Right
He
there.
take 1 3. and that's it.
do I have like a like, what if he shoot like so anything is 34.5 and above, are we gonna consider that 35?
34.8.
I'll take that.
Okay.
There we go.
34.8% plus 3.6. Yeah, got you.
That's the only time we can make money on Russ doing anything.
All right. Bet.
If I could parlay this.
Hey, Ohio, make sports betting.
Hey, don't make this
It's on the
political,
way.
man. We're not political.
I mean, it's on the way. It's happening. It's just about when they're gonna pass it. But it's
Yeah.
on the way. And when that does, I have a full segment on the show ready for it. Anyway, continue.
Gary Trent Jr. is going to
Bang.
stay in Toronto on a 3-year, $54 million.
That was good. That was a good deal. I mean,
Bagman, yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's 18 a year, right? That is 18 a year. Look at me, good math.
Hey,
what
man.
about you pick up the Norman Powell free agent?
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Norman Powell will go.
Was it 5-year 90? I'm no Norman
Yep.
Powell fan at all, like by any stretch of the
That's,
imagination.
yeah, back too.
But
I think
Is that,
he's,
that's 15 a year, right?
what, 5 year 90?
yeah,
No, no, it's not. It's more than 15.
yeah, fuck that math. But
18.
But like I was saying, I'm no fan of Norman Powell. I think he does things well enough, but
That's a lot of money.
Things
18.
well enough.
That's he plays.
Like-
Great analysis, guy.
He plays the same position as
Norman
CJ
Powell does things
McCollum.
well.
like, he does them well enough. Like he's a quality 3-point shooter. His taking game is
It's literally, like-
trustworthy, I guess. Norman Powell is like your best, quality all around guy on a not so good team.
Yeah, sure.
But 5-year, $90 million,
Yep.
not it.
Yeah, man, they passing out money like it's growing up.
Hey man, listen. I know. Speaking of big money, we got Evan Fournier, the Frenchman,
Bag.
got a bag with New York Knicks. I didn't know they had that much money.
I think they had no money either.
That was ridiculous.
4-year, $78 million worth.
70.
That's damn near 20 a year.
They seen what he's doing in the Olympics. They saw
They
that.
saw that one game against USA. Like, yep, he's worth at least almost $20 million a year. Let's give it to him. Well, they do need like a dynamic score, especially for late in the game. And I mean, I know he's. I mean,
you could always have D Rose doing that late.
I mean, yeah, but like D Rose is not the same as he was before. And like, it doesn't help to have another great option. I mean, Evan can do it, but I don't know if he's ready for that big stage. He hasn't done it he hasn't been in the playoffs yet.
D Rose got a bag too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, it's been 2 years with Orlando. I forgot they made it.
He was just in. Wait.
Boston wasn't playing; that was in playoffs.
All right. It's still the same thing.
Nah,
If you get in the
2,200.
same thing. Playing playoff, same thing.
But no, we'll see what they can do.
New York, they just signed Nerlens Noel to
They signed Nerlens and Alec Burke.
No.
Hey, number 1 seed, man. Alec Burke and Nerlens Noel.
Derrick Rose, I'm sure Derrick Rose staying with the Knicks with a $43 million deal.
43. Shout out D Rose.
Still making money.
Alex Caruso
To the Bulls.
To
back up Lonzo Ball
Chicago.
on a 4-year, $37 million
I
a year.
think start them both and have like Zach go to the 3.
I mean, that's not the
Wait,
worst.
who is that through right now? Denzel Valentine or is it Otto Porter? Otto Porter.
Denzel Valentine?
Bro, they try to keep that nigga on the bench as much as possible. He man, when
Well,
he
no,
showed
it's not
up,
Otto Porter because he was a part of that Vucevic trade. Otto Porter's in Orlando.
Yeah, you're right. So they did, who's the small forward?
Laurie Markkinen, I don't know.
play market is there for my boy.
I don't care about them anymore. Daniel Tice.
I don't care about
Sign and trade with.
He goes to Houston on a 4-year.
that's
That's
Pat
that's not
Williams,
bad.
the dude they just drafted, Patrick Williams, the dude they drafted out of Florida State last year.
That lame?
That was a bad pick. I'm sorry.
And then Thad Young is their backup.
He's still playing in the league.
Yeah.
My God. He does have NBA, like he's top 4 of his NBA stat. It was like wild. It was like
Yeah, it was like him,
LeBron, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan. I'm like, how are you like averaging like 20, 10, and like a high percentage from the field? I'm like, you on a list with these guys?
Bro,
It's like the 4th guy.
He took a shot. He took a picture of that, and he has that framed in his house somewhere.
I'm like, I'm with the great. Look, kids, I told y'all, this is good LeBron.
So I'm like that.
LeBron, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan.
So aside from the guys who've already signed, we still have some pretty key guys who have not yet signed. Names like
one more before we move on. Devontae Graham to the Pelicans on a 4-year deal.
no one cares. But
Hey man, Pelicans care. They care.
so we have John Collins, who's still free, who we just got a report that him
They're
and the Atlanta
miles apart.
Yeah, not even close. We have Kawhi Leonard, who we assume that he's going to re-sign for good money, but you know, with him being injured, you know, we don't know yet.
Paul George.
Paul George, what do you mean?
He didn't accept his.
He extended like last season.
Interesting.
He got a max deal. Dude, you got to stop being a.
Paul George is a interesting player.
Was that a casual? Can we call it a casual moment?
It was a casual moment.
Paul George.
Sorry.
DeMar DeRozan.
Did he just get it? Hold on. I mean, I'm only saying this is a friend of the show. So, Rashawn Holmes has just agreed to a 4-year deal with Sacramento Kings worth up to $55 million. Biggest contract that he's gotten. 2nd round pick out of Bowling Green State University. Friend of the show's friend of ours. Just got an absolute bag.
Watch out for that interview coming.
Interview is coming.
Very, very soon.
So,
But continue. Go ahead.
drop the very.
Like I said. Who did I leave off at?
Yeah,
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan. Still
Chicago's the top candidate for him.
for DeMar DeRozan?
Ooh, that
Chicago,
now,
yeah,
okay.
because-
So
Now they get DeMar DeRozan. Are they a top 6 team in the East?
Yes, they are.
Healthy, yes.
Because all those guys, but then
Lonzo,
they really
Zach,
need-
DeMar.
who's
They
their forward?
need a backup.
It'll be Laurie. I guess.
No, he got
Lowry
shipped
or-
out to Charlotte.
Oh,
Who
he's
would be
a
their
Charlotte, so
forward?
then
Would they
it'll be-
like
it'll be, I
move
guess,
Zach Levine?
No. That'll be Patrick Williams or whoever.
Is that
probably-
lame?
Yeah.
I mean, He's.
I mean, they got to pick up somebody from the free agency.
So Lonzo, Zach, and DeMar.
That's a mid 3.
That's
That's
a 5-6 right there.
that's a 7. Yeah, I think that's a 7.
You don't think
That's like scraping for 7.
They're not top 4. That team not top 4.
No, it's not top 4, but that's a 6 seed.
I just said 5-6.
No, I'm arguing with him.
It's a 7, like arguable 7.
So play in.
You bugging.
But like favorites to like be 7th.
Oh, and also too, a couple things that we didn't get into during that. Steph Curry's insane extension.
Oh yeah.
His
That
4-year,
is ridiculous.
215 million. Trey Young got a 5-year, 200.
Dallas is trying to get Luka.
201.
201 and a half. Jimmy Butler gets 4-year, 184 from Miami.
And then
So-
Luka, you said Luka already or no?
No, I didn't.
Luka might be getting a 4-year or 5-year for 201, 202.
Yeah.
So-
So money's getting passed around. In there.
So they're. I'm looking at this Bulls roster.
Talk to me.
Aminu,
Archidiakono's out of there, so
Troy Brown. Forgot about him.
Kobe White, trash.
I forgot they had Felicio. He
how
had
do
him
they
for
still
like
have this man?
at least 7 years. I forgot he was on the team. He just chilling with that Brazilian money, y'all. He just chilling.
Dog, how is he still on the team? How have the front office, the coaches, and the fans all said we don't want
Oh,
this guy?
Gary Temple. Wait, Gary Tice is on here. No,
Dan Tice, he's not there anymore.
Yeah. Denzel Valentine. Patrick Williams. That is young for the 4.
Yeah, Thad Young would be decent.
That's not that great.
That you
Yeah.
know what?
I
I'm
mean,
8 seed.
They
Still
could-
playing, but
They get DeMar DeRozan, their top 6 team. In the
I
East.
can't even defend that anymore.
Yeah.
You think New York's gonna be that good again? Really? You think New York's gonna catch another 4 seed?
I mean,
The top 6
now.
teams this year were Sixers, Nets, Bucks, Knicks, Hawks, Heat, Celtics, and then
The
Wizards.
Heat were 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they can be better than the Heat.
Just come out of your mouth. What?
No, New York's not gonna be that good again. Atlanta without John Collins, I don't see them as a.
See, that's the tough
I don't see
part.
them as a top seed either.
Because John Collins, anywhere really.
Because I mean, we think Philly will be there still. Obviously, Milwaukee will be there. Brooklyn will be there. Those are the top 3. Those are the teams to beat in the East.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think after that, it could be really anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, Boston maybe, but we'll see what Jaylen Brown looks like with his wrist when he comes back.
What's
And
with Toronto now? Like,
Toronto was
still
Toronto
not
was
playing
pretty bad year. They finished 12th.
yeah, I'm not a believer. Look, Fred VanVleet's a great complimentary piece, but and Precious ain't a scorer. Pascal Siakam's looked worse and worse.
Yeah, Pascal has
Break
not
out.
been the same since
Yeah.
that championship run.
You know, they need back. They need Valanciunas back out there.
Hey, the Valanciunas is a 2020
Valanciunas
guy.
is a 20 and 12 guy, man. Don't you
Nah,
disrespect him.
he can get a 2020. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, he can get it, but you know.
Don't disrespect Jonas like that, bro.
oh, one last trade. I don't even know why. It was the very first trade of the free agency period. Or like, do you not recall?
Oh no, Ricky.
Valanciunas and what's his name? Steve Adams trade.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
It was the very first
that
trade.
happened yesterday though.
No, I don't want you to say like a
No,
few days.
That's
ago.
cool.
Oh,
A few days. Come on, casual man.
Man.
There's another. No. Ricky Rubio getting traded to the Cavs, Torian Prince. We got a 2nd-round pick and cash from that. I don't know how we turned Torian Prince into a player that's actually gonna.
is Kobe Altman doing his job? Wow.
Letting go of Kevin Porter. No.
Yeah,
But
You chose Tyler Hero over James Harden.
did he win a ring? All right.
I'm sorry, did Tyler Hero win a ring?
He made a finals appearance over James Harden. More than James Harden could say.
that is true.
All right, points
Yeah, true.
proven right here. But no, this
Is
is like
Tyler
one of the
Hero a better
first.
player than James Harden?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
Tyler Hero's still
Nobody
young.
knows.
Tyler
Tyler
Hero's
Hero
still
could
young.
be. So you swap Tyler Hero and James Harden, and that big 3 Nets stay the same team.
Hey, these producers are yelling in my ear.
Yeah, but so as you can see, crazy NBA stuff, draft, free agency stuff, and we will keep you guys updated as things continue to go on.
Rose bombs are incoming.
Yeah, they're coming by in a minute. And welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
what is your deal today, man?
It didn't even pick up because it's muted still.
Yeah, man. This guy.
This guy. But yes, as we transition into the pop culture side of things, there are some big stories in pop culture as well. As the main one being Scarlett Johansson taking on a pretty hefty lawsuit. She's going after Disney.
She bold as hell.
And listen,
Is she gonna be back for?
it's
Hell
not looking
no.
great. I don't know how
She
can
fucked
ever
her
come-
back up all the way.
Oh, dude!
Bro,
Imagine like
That was her last ever moment. No cameo, no nothing. That was it. She gave all her future money earnings away.
It's hard for people to actually get it to court. Like she's suing. But so
Ooh.
the background behind it is the much anticipated Black Widow movie was released on Disney Plus the same day that it was released in theaters. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, why is that such a big deal? You know, she gets paid from blah, blah, blah. The reason that is such a big deal is because a huge portion, they said up to 30% of Scarlett Johansson's compensation was supposed to be directly influenced by the box office numbers that Black Widow did. So with it being released on Disney Plus, a lot of people ain't going to the movie theater to see it because I can watch it from home. I'd rather watch it in my underwear than have it get dressed up, pay $22 for popcorn.
wait, no, but it's $30 on Disney Plus. So
They still get a portion of that.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You get a portion, you get a small portion for streams versus getting a percentage of a box office movie. You talking about, roughly speaking, you talking about like 10 mil versus like, you know, closer to like 30.
that's tough.
So yeah, so she's taking them to court, get that money, and it was a direct breach of contract because apparently this is what's going. Like it was just something very specific to her and her agent put into the contract when they filmed the movie, and Disney just didn't give a shit and decided like this is going out on Disney Plus.
This might be a legit win for her. It might be. I'm not sure if Disney gonna find some loopholes like they always do. So.
Disney's a tough
See,
And
company.
Disney owns like
everything.
Hulu, ESPN.
I
part of
mean,
Fox.
if anything, Disney's gonna just put out a settlement like 20, 30. Well, how much? Like 30 million. What's that to Disney?
Not
Some bubble gum.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but like it's
a little
still
worse
like
than
the
that.
lawsuit. Like it's the
like a nice
it's the
dinner.
fact that's in your history. It's like you don't want that. Like you get a ticket on your driver's license. You don't want
it's
that
like
on
a
your
nice
license.
dinner. It's not some bubble gum. It's a nice dinner.
It's some bubble gum. 30 million from Disney. Disney owns
It's not
everything.
though, it's definitely.
It's like a nice dinner.
It's
Disney pays
It's like a-
Stephen A. Smith $12 million a year. No, I lied. Is it $12 million a year?
I think that's around sounds right.
$12 million a year.
Around that part, 12 to 15. Yeah.
Right.
Right. So that's a year's salary from their highest earning employee.
Exactly. So
So
what's
that's
40?
not bubble gum, my boy.
That's bubble gum. It's nothing.
So what's living earnings?
It's Disney.
Okay.
All right, my boy. So, but yeah, so Scarlett Johansson is suing, and it's not looking pretty. You know, everybody was excited for Phase 4 of Marvel, and we're getting off to a rough start. I mean, it is. I mean, people were excited about like Loki and stuff like that, and everything, but it's this coming up when it did. Have y'all seen the movie yet?
No.
Loki's not a movie.
No,
No,
I'm talking
no.
about Black Widow.
Oh no.
Come on, man. Keep up.
I'm up. I thought you said Loki. I was like, Loki's not a movie.
I mean, I see, but yeah, I tried to do a callback, but
No,
it's
I'm not
cool.
paying $30 for that shit. I'll wait till it releases. Just like I did with Mulan.
That's hilarious.
That sucked. Oh, go
it
ahead.
was not great. I was upset about it.
They should have did the live action of what the cartoon was, and they would have had just a okay movie.
I was offended they didn't put Mushu in it. Really got to me.
Then they couldn't give Eddie Murphy. That's what happened.
Eddie Murphy said no. Is that just
I don't
I
know.
mean, probably he was probably filming.
He was like, "What y'all trying to do? Just
He's
live
for
action?"
Dolomite? Like,
But yeah, man. So
Oh, man.
it's gonna be interesting. There aren't any specific numbers for how much the She's is suing Disney for. I thought the funniest response to it was they said Disney came out and said that her suing them was wrong because she doesn't understand the long-term effects of COVID-19 and how it's still affecting their company.
Disney was petty as fuck.
I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with you releasing my movie?
Oh my god.
Like, you could have just, because I'm not sure what the, they didn't specify what the timing was supposed to be. But yeah, they put it out the very same day that they hit theaters. No, this is the quote. It said, "There is no merit whatever in this court filing, and that the suit is especially sad and distressing in its disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic."
They are just Disney. Just give it a $30 million. Y'all got it.
Yeah, man, you just gonna have to pay out that money, because to break a contract like that,
You know, let go of Max Kellerman for a few years. We don't.
I mean, now because it would be different, because there was a similar situation that happened with HBO Max and the Wonder Woman movie when that got released, but that resulted in just a payout. So we assume that it would be something similar that happens with Disney, and that this one actually get to court, because if it is the clear breach of contract that they're talking about, then it's over with. So it just depends on how petty Scarlett Johansson wants to be.
She
But
won't be too petty, nah.
yeah,
I feel like she's a petty type though.
we'll see. But with that, there's been a lot of other, some cool movies that have come out. It's another Purge coming out and everything like that. And I think we were discussing. There's another Boss Baby movie coming.
Yeah, it was the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out already.
Yeah.
Oh, it came out already? Did you see it?
No.
I watched the first one.
You didn't watch the first one?
No.
First one's funny, man. You should watch it.
I'm about to check that out.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I'm not, but okay.
But I think what it made me think about, with these, sequels and trilogies and everything like that, is just like, if a movie makes it to the third installment, it's usually never good.
The third installment, most of the times, it's never good.
Like, it's usually like the first one endears you and brings you in, introduces you to all the characters and stories and all their backgrounds, everything like that. The second one is, hits you with that nostalgia and brings you into everything that that you wanted to remember getting the first, that you maybe didn't get from the first movie. A little bit more. The budget's usually a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? But the third ones are always just like a money grab, almost every time.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to like take you back. Again, it's like that nostalgia feeling, but like we know you're gonna watch it.
It's like those of you who were around for the first one, y'all old enough to pay for y'all own tickets now.
Yeah.
And like, so I got to like, it got us thinking about like what some actual like good trilogy movies were, because I don't think there's many. Like, I threw out a few. I thought the Godfather, say, obviously is. Those are 3 phenomenal movies.
Rush Hour.
Yeah, but see, I think Rush Hour 3 is cool.
It's
I think
cool.
the
First two are classics.
The first 2 are classics, and the third one is just like, it's not as bad. It didn't seem as much like a money grab as some of the other ones, though. Like, it seemed like Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan actually wanted to do it.
I'm gonna say The Lord of the Rings is a pretty good trilogy.
I've never seen it.
Thank you, me neither.
I didn't want to watch it. I never seen it, but Kenzie, my girlfriend, wanted me to watch it, and
She made you sit through all them shits.
Yes.
Nigga, ain't the movie you sat
Like
through
the
almost
3-hour
a
long
full
movies.
Did you do it in one day?
The first one wasn't. No, hell no. I'll spell them bitches out.
Say, bro, what?
Hell no. But
Could you imagine?
That's your whole day, if you're lucky.
Nigga, that's a full work shift. And the movie's like 2.5 hours long each?
the last one's the longest.
Hell no.
And then you gotta watch The Hobbit just to.
I already watched that. Oh my god.
I say I gotta check it out, but I'm not going to.
No one is, man.
I'm not
It's
about to watch
long.
that.
It's long.
If you haven't seen The Lord of the Rings to this point, you're not going. They're not getting any new fans.
Dang, Harry Potter doesn't count.
No, they got 8 movies.
You know what this? Then you know what series that people would be shocked to, maybe shocked.
What's that?
The Shrek movies, man. All 3.
No, the first 2 were absolutely like they were like top 10, top 15.
I mean, Shrek 2 is top 15 highest grossing movie of all time.
Shrek
And
first
Shrek
one
1
is
is in the top 20.
yeah. And in the animated fields, them like say like top 10. So
Oh, Kung Fu Panda.
that third one, I
one
can't get
is
with that.
kinda-
Third. I
Yeah.
cannot get with that third one, dude.
I don't even remember much about the third one. For
Yeah,
Like he meet his parents, right? The third one.
yeah, I just don't. It's not memorable. No, not for me. It isn't. But
yeah, I don't even remember it.
the
though.
first two were good. I like them. The first one, I think my favorite one was the first one.
The first one, yeah. But
What
back to
about-
Shrek. I don't know what it is, man. Even the music was just
It's fire,
just
bro.
quality all around.
Because
Yeah,
listen,
they-
first of all, because listen, Shrek 1 is just in a place of its own. But then the way they expounded upon everything in Shrek 2, you know what I'm saying? Add Puss in Boots to the mix, the fairy godmother.
And then they added them more fairy tales, and then kind of played on that. I like that.
I'm like, bro, like, y'all.
I mean, but I think this is one of those occasions where we say Eddie Murphy as a voice actor is incredible.
Yeah.
He might do what?
I was gonna say he might be just as famous for his role in Shrek as he is for some of his other roles. But like, I mean, to younger generation, that's probably true.
I'm gonna say compare that to Beverly Hills Cop, which is also a trilogy. I think. I believe so.
I think
I
was
think there's
two.
3 of them.
It's three of them, right?
I thought there was two.
No, it's 3.
There's three.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
That third one is ass, I think. Another one that people don't know about. Mission Impossible.
I think there were like more than 3.
Well, the main story is like runoff, but he's placed all of the parts. So
No thanks.
yeah, so
I mean, why does any movie series go beyond 3? Honestly, how much shit you got to
yeah,
tell?
like Fast and the Furious. Stop
Why-
making
why-
movies.
Why you gotta yell at? It's a great thing, okay?
No, it's not.
Stop it.
After the Tokyo Drift, there's no more racing. It's just superpowers and catching cars.
After
There is no
Tokyo
superpowers.
Drift, You didn't like number 5?
5 was good. 5 was good.
So was 6. So was 7.
I stopped watching.
Honestly-
8 was great, and 9 was just.
Okay, wait. What happened in 6?
I don't remember 6. After 5, I
Because
don't.
I know it's The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious,
Tokyo
Tokyo
Drift.
Drift.
I don't remember the 4th one, to be honest. So I watched 4 of the 5.
I think it's just Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, and then it's like Fast 6, Fast 7, Fast.
Yeah, and then it just becomes F and numbers.
Yeah. Fast 5 is when Letty was quote unquote dead,
That's
right?
when that's what
That was
the
Paul
bank
Walker's
heist.
last one.
No, that's 6, right? The one
No, that was 6.
that was 6. Oh,
No, I lied. That might have been
That's 5, right?
7 or 8.
I thought 5 was
The
5
bank
was-
heist in Brazil, right?
Well, yeah, Dwayne. No, 'cause I watched it in high school. No, I don't know, dude.
The Brazilian
too many.
bank heist.
When they stole it from that car and they pulled it out.
Yeah.
It's not 5 or 6.
Isn't that the same episode where the same movie where he is like Paul Walker died, like he died in real life and then he just drove away.
Number 7, Furious 7 is the last one Paul Walker's in.
Hmm. That was the one with the bank job, right?
God, I
Tried
don't
to
know.
tell you.
No, the Bang Job one is Fast and Furious, which is number 5 from 2009.
Okay then, I don't know what I was talking about.
And then it's Fury. Okay, so it's it's the Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, The Fate of the Furious, Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, then the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, and then F8 and F9.
That Hobbs and Shaw movie was great.
I heard a lot of good things. No, I haven't watched that.
Idris Elba. Phenomenal. Oh, we had that movie
Black
night.
Superman.
Yeah.
Yes. I was
Black Superman. I fucking love
We
that.
did just have a random movie. That was a great time.
Can't believe you missed it, man.
You missed it, man. He'll be hanging on and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all don't be inviting me to shit.
I mean,
Don't put that type of tension on. But yeah, nah, you know it's crazy. Fast and Furious got one more movie to make.
I think we got like 3 more plus like 5 more Hobbs and Shaws.
Yeah, probably. It's just
Would you guys consider the Blade Trinity,
Yes.
the Blade movies?
I've never
Yes.
seen the third one.
I had
Yeah, I've never. What about oh wait, they never made a Kill Bill 3.
that would
Now
have
see, that would have been something that I would have been okay with seeing.
yeah.
I would have been cool
They
watching
got a
that.
reunion for 3 and like, oh, you didn't thought you killed me, but nah.
I mean, Quentin Tarantino is such an off the wall like type of director. Like I
Yeah.
think he would have just came up with like something even crazier than the last.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one for y'all.
I'll
The
just hear it.
Mighty Ducks.
No thanks.
Come on,
Keep
guys.
that shit.
The feel good after they won the championship.
I mean, I think it was a stupid movie altogether. Like,
I mean, even though it's 4, what about Toy Story?
I mean,
I
we
mean,
had this debate. 2's the best one.
for sure.
1 second.
And then 3 through 5 is a fight. Is it
Through
5 or 4?
4.
That might make a fifth one. I don't fucking know. They should have made the fourth one.
They really shouldn't, because
Hey, 3 was good though. 3 would have been a perfect way to end it. I don't know why. I mean, obviously it was to get money, but like 3 would have been a perfect way to end it.
Mm-hmm.
He went out to
Terminator.
Didn't they make a 4th?
I've never seen any of the
The
Tomb
fourth
Raider
one
movies.
was
So it doesn't count.
I've
Don't
never-
ever bring it up
I've
again.
never seen any of the Tomb Raider movies.
Any of the Tomb Raiders?
Am I
Me
missing
neither.
out?
No, not Terminator. Terminator.
Terminator.
Oh, Terminator.
There
I
was
thought you
a
said
fourth,
Tomb Raider. I was
but-
like, I've never seen any of them. Terminator.
There was a 4th, so
I
it
like the
doesn't
second one
count.
was the best one. That's the most memorable
Yeah.
one.
There was a 4th, it doesn't count.
I think I've only seen the second one.
Okay, what about X-Men? The original one. Like the first 3. With Halle Berry in it.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, wow! I'm just remembering her in that white hair.
Man, Storm was something else, man.
What?
What about the Bad Boys movies?
The who?
Bad Boys movies?
3rd was absolute filth. I wouldn't even spit in that direction of that movie. Like, that was terrible.
I'll have to watch it though.
Dark Knight Trilogies is the best trilogy. First one was just so iconic. Brought you in.
It's so difficult to top that for like. I
don't know if DC will ever be able to top that. That might be them.
Like I like the trilogy, but like the first one was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he set the bar high.
it was almost too good. Like because the second one, like the second one to me was kind of because I'm like, okay, like we got to come back on this same type.
It's kind of hard to do that though.
I mean, that was the first Dark Knight may be one of the few perfect superhero movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Besides
just
Infinity War and Civil War and
Morgan Freeman as Lucius is probably like underrated.
very, very much so.
I think
like,
the casting was spot on.
it was spot on. The way it was filmed beautifully. I mean, obviously Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, second to none. I mean,
Rest in peace.
RP. Do you remember how I cut the Dark Knight? I remember you couldn't walk into Walmart in 2008 without the Dark Knight being what was playing on the TVs. Like
You got a free movie. You never watched it too.
great, oh, man. Dark Knight is
Spider-Man. The Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy Spider-Man 3 a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, when he was walking out, when he got the yeah.
That was
I like 2. I like 2 a lot.
2
Two's good.
First is
with
one
Doc Ock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think number 1 is probably one of the more iconic Spider-Man films.
I mean, of course, it's the
It's the introduction.
Will-
Willem
comic book.
Dafoe.
Huh?
Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think wasn't that like James Franco's like entrance and everybody.
Especially his big moment.
Big break, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was cool. I like the Iron Man movies. I think
Ooh.
all 3 of those.
Third one was in.
Really?
Third one was in.
I thought the third one
What was
was.
the third one with the
When she got the suit.
Oh, okay. That's not the same one with the whip guy with the Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Is
No, that was number 2.
Okay, that's all. That's all. Okay.
He said with the whip guy.
And listen,
Yeah,
Robert Downey
did
Jr.
I have a whip?
Yeah, like yeah.
Electrical whip?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. and Don
Imagine
Cheadle
that
might
had
have
that-
some of the
I mean,
best chemistry
No,
out there.
Don Cheadle, I was not a fan. I really wanted Terrence Howard to be back in at number 2 and 3.
Nah, he wanted more money, and then he was like, "Nah, I get it."
Terrence Howard was cool.
Yeah,
He was
but
cool.
they-
He was cool.
But,
And
nigga,
then
if
they
I-
teased us, and then he's like, maybe next
But
time.
then, nigga, if I can get Don Cheadle and he's cheaper, out your
Yeah.
mind.
Says a lot about Don Cheadle.
Now, she don't
Lame.
like, but he turned out to get a bag because he stayed for the next 5 movies.
Nigga.
See,
Got that Marvel
yeah.
money.
Terrence Howard's just that much better of an actor. He definitely like knew what it was about.
Matrix.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
After Reloaded, I kind of didn't care anymore.
Fair enough.
that's tough. That's tough.
Was it you who I know I'm backtracking to Fast and Furious, but was that you who said that when Vin Diesel? Oh no, that was it. When me and you was at Academy, bro. So Ali and I were on a trip this past weekend, and we were talking about the Fast and Furious movies, and somebody said that when Vin Diesel does the Fast and Furious movies, it's like him going to work. Like that's how he just pays the bills, and he like actually hates doing this shit. And then it allows him to make all these other terrible movies because he can afford to, because he knows that he got to do, you know, however many more Fast and Furious movies and hold a chopper and a fucking pickup truck together.
Like he's the strongest man on earth.
No, they make Dwayne look like the strongest man on earth.
Well, I mean, it's in his contract. You know, he can't never lose a fight. He got to be able to be
No,
shirtless.
but he held down a helicopter with one arm.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sold on this idea that Dwayne is just like superhuman. Hey, just gotta call him Dwayne. Like
Dwayne could run for president right now and he'd catch it.
he'll probably win it by a landslide, like anybody else. You can bring Barack Obama back and he'd probably win it.
The Bourne trilogy.
Never seen it.
Never. I think I've seen one.
Haven't seen it. Jason Bourne, never seen him.
It's like
Well, they're like 5.
Probably.
You gotta stop bringing these 5s.
Listen,
like
I'm on a website to try to
come
get some
on,
lists.
man.
So.
Trilogies. 3. What's next? Jason.
Godfather was on there, number 5. Toy Story on there, even though they have 4. Back to the Future.
Never seen him.
The first one.
There's a
is
third one?
Never
Yeah.
seen him.
Yeah, I
Any
haven't seen the first 2. The first one is pretty good.
What is it, Back to the Future again? Like, what the fuck?
Back to the Future.
This
I
is
guess
part
I'll
1,
go
part
back
2.
in.
Double back to the.
Double back.
No, this is part 1, part 2, part 3.
Oh.
How many Austin Powers movies are there?
3.
Is it 3? It's not 2.
The Spy Who Shagged Me, Goldmember, and
It's on his list.
International something.
Yeah, it's 3.
International Man of Mystery.
Oh, the Transporter.
Shut your ass up.
You didn't like the Transporter? Like, at least 1 and 2.
So you was on my ass.
About the Mighty Ducks? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Mighty Ducks. Oh, no. The Bourne trilogy, Mission Impossible, then you gonna bring up the Transporter? It's a
He
damn-
was cool.
They're all exactly the same
No.
movie.
The fact that you brought that up in a serious manner.
The Transporter.
The Transporter was... Yo.
Like, you was
He
looking...
came up in an Audi like it was casual, bro.
No, because you was looking for a reaction like, oh, yeah, the Transporter.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
You
no.
gotta defend the Transporter. Oh, my goodness. What?
If you defend the Transporter, I'm defending the Bourne Identity.
You know you don't even want to
Mission
defend it.
Impossible.
You know you don't want to defend either one of those. Have you ever seen like all 5 of them films of each of them? No.
I don't remember most of them.
Exactly. The Transporter 1 and 2, iconic transporters.
But yeah, if there's any trilogy movies that you guys can think of that or a series that we missed or that we maybe overlooked or you know or that we call trash that you think are good, you know, like Transporter.
Yeah. Put them down in the comments.
Definitely let us know. But because I just have to address real quick musically that Kanye West album still has not come out. But
It's okay. It's not like
Nor did Drake's, you lying bastard.
every time we record,
Dude,
an
you're gonna get like
episode,
so many like thumb down votes because of that.
listen,
Wait, you said who did that girl that was singing that song, the song of the summer?
I never said song of the summer.
you sat up here and defended Coi Leray.
One song you said
It don't
song
matter.
of the summer.
You
don't
did say
matter.
that, and y'all both down bad on the music side.
I'm not down about the music side. I have the best music taste in the group.
Song of the summer?
Listen,
Come on, and it wasn't even like a summer song.
That shit was fall. That was an autumn song.
E.
That was back to school song.
I can say I had one playlist pop up, and I never said anything, but it was like I heard it and I liked it.
But no.
But you defended "Song of the Summer."
Yeah,
I did
you was
defend
kind of
Song
like,
of the
yeah.
Summer.
I casually brought it up.
But
You said "Song of
here
the
and
Summer."
defended the L of this summer.
Yeah. I mean, she only recently like really took a heavy L, but
No.
you said "Song of the Summer."
No. She's been a walking L.
No. You said "Song of the Summer." Let
Hey,
that
man, let's
sing.
move on to the next segment so we can get.
Anyway, we have a Twitter story. It's
Man.
This is all me. I brought this up.
everything's not a happy ending. And,
Oh man.
I didn't know it was on it,
it's
too.
it's been after having such a promising season, playing with the Rookie of the Year, having a career year in scoring, would look like to be almost a breakout type of season. Young PJ Washington has broken up with his longtime girlfriend of 2 years or a year, 8 months, 2 weeks, however long it take to get pregnant. Brittany Renner.
Oh man, that's tough. That's tough.
He, after going zero dark 30 from social media for a little while, PJ Washington.
And I'm bringing don't fuck with PJ Tucker, man.
PJ Tucker is doing his thing, but PJ Washington released a series of tweets, saying
So I should have just said, yeah, fucking Twitter.
saying things like, "You've been lying this whole time. It's been fake all along."
Yo, someone
Like he sound
said,
like a sad ass ex girlfriend.
someone like I hate Twitter, but I love it at the same. Someone said she's been recruiting him since his college days.
Well,
She has been.
She has been. She was
She was
at
wearing his gear at the games.
Oh
Like, he was at Kentucky, man. She was recruiting.
Listen,
Talk to me.
the memes on this thing is hilarious, dog. Bro.
Remember y'all's reaction though? You remember y'all's reaction when I told y'all she was pregnant?
Bro, we was like, she got him.
Oh, bro.
And he did that maternity picture.
Those
Fuck
things.
shit.
I mean, they cool. I guess, but they
He
was
thought
just,
he thought he was about to be in love forever. She was just like, "This, I caught this nigga for his money." She's getting paid $200K a month.
Does he make that much?
He makes
Yeah.
that's $1 million a year.
He was a first round pick, so he's probably making like what, $8 million. So he's probably making like
200,000 a month.
All I know is he better ball out for the next 18 years of his life.
200,000.
Bro, that's probably like half his money because I think because he got
Listen, I did the numbers.
do the numbers.
200,000 a month is 2.4 million a year. For 18 years, that's 43.2 mil.
Yeah, so he makes.
He'll never get a contract that big a year.
He makes $4.2 million a year, and she taking half of that. That's tough,
Brittany.
bro. Listen, I'm not a criminal. I'd have to offer. Ain't no way. You nigga, what? You about to? I worked my ass off to get to this position, to be in the NBA, and you about to this is worse than Dr. Dre's wife. At least they got married.
Brittany.
Brittany Fanning.
We was your fans, and maybe after today still, but not PJ, not no scrub. Like, go target like who's Tyler Hero. He gonna be somebody.
Hey, listen, he got his girl pregnant already, man. Why are you trying to get Tyler Hero?
Duncan Robert, you just seen Dunk? Oh my 90? Come on,
But like,
Dunk.
you know, and to be fair, this is why it's important for you to have people around you who truly have your best interests at heart. Because
This man said, "Watch the snakes because they watching you."
Wait, what did he say?
Watch the snakes because they watching you.
he is hurting, bro. Look, PJ. I was about to say I understand. I don't. I don't understand.
Bro, no, I got to quote this Kanye West lyric because they was doing it on Twitter.
I already know. Go ahead.
It's something that you need to have because when she leave your ass, she gonna leave with half. 18 years. 18 years on the 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his. Ooh, let me find out that wasn't his
I
baby.
mean, if you ever seen a baby look like Russell Wilson, no.
I'm gonna spin the fucking block, nigga. If nigga, what? I've been giving.
Oh wait,
you
it's another. Oh, I forgot the beginning part of that whole verse. She had one of your kids. She got you for 18 years. I know someone paying child support for one of his kids. His baby mama car and crib bigger than his.
Bro, I gotta spin the fucking block. Ain't no goddamn way.
Hey man,
Hey, there was a picture of Brittany Renner and the baby.
$200,000 a month.
But yeah, I think like he probably from Connecticut though.
Yeah, well, he's from Louisville. I feel like Louisville got hood areas. It's a big enough city.
It's got like farm areas.
Louisville got like, I want to say hood area. They got like,
Urban.
they got less unfortunate areas.
Okay.
Just call it urban. Name urban.
Yeah,
It's just it's just
But,
the biggest city in Kentucky.
Yeah, he was 18 at Kentucky, going on 19. She was 26, going on 27. Watching this
Hey,
dude.
you thought that she was? Come on, bro. Like you ain't got no, bro. She is on. She had like one of her most viral videos is her sitting in the car talking like
She had
after
a
she
book.
released that book.
She had a book, a how-to book on how to do this. Come on, you see the signs?
Where she literally says athletes are so dumb. You know, if we can find the clip, we'll throw it in here. But like, she's literally talking about how basically if you want to get a bag, just have a baby by an athlete because of how gullible they are. PJ, why you think? Come on, man. Why you think LaMelo ain't get the caught up, man? You gotta learn how to move right.
No, like I'm staying far away from these two fucking people.
I mean, you know, he just did his little thing with Tiana Trump and then got up out of there.
Yeah, because he's poly.
Like he should. Listen, how's LaMelo? But LaMelo, you know, PJ, you got a whole extra year in the league. How's LaMelo moving better than you, man?
Yeah, two years in the league.
Yeah, 2 years. And you letting the Rook move better than you, man? You supposed to know better.
No, Dad moved better than.
I'm gonna say, hey, LaMelo.
Dad was not playing.
LaMelo been famous like his whole life, like since he was like a kid. So
yeah, give him that.
I guess that's
right. He doesn't even control his own social media. Besides his Twitter, maybe.
I don't know. I think he might. I think that's just something that they tell people. I think that's something celebrities tell people when they don't like when they come. Like, can you follow me?
Sure.
Yeah,
Final message.
Manager did all that stuff, so you gotta talk to him.
Final message though, Brittany. We're still fans. But dude,
I can't.
200, that's a lot. He ain't making much. Take like 50,000, 100 if you really need.
Yeah,
she don't need 200K.
200K
a month.
And that if they was married, I'm not saying nothing because like
what you getting Gucci diapers like?
Yeah, 200K a month, bro. No,
you don't need 200K.
You live in Charlotte.
Why is that? You live in Charlotte.
You don't need 200K, $200,000.
Unless she moved back to LA, but like you live in Charlotte. You don't need 200K a month.
I feel like, and maybe this is a hot take here, but I feel like you should not be allowed to completely upgrade your lifestyle and the way that you live prior to having this child. Like
I mean, she was well off though. She was like semi-successful
because she was messing with.
Because she
go there with all the rappers and athletes.
Yeah. But I mean, she's like very popular on Instagram, social media.
But that's what I'm saying. But if your monthly income prior to having this child was like $10,000, $15,000 a month, there is no justifiable reason that this man should be paying you more than half of his annual income. $200,000. Like you not like because that the like because what gets said is that it's lifestyle expense. That's what Dr. Dre's wife put down. It was lifestyle expenses. Now again, Dr. Dre's wife was living a certain type of lifestyle because her husband was a billionaire, and again they were married for like almost 20 years or some shit like that. You were this nigga's girlfriend for like less than a year. You don't have $200,000 a month lifestyle. Like you wasn't living like that. And if you was, it was other people's dime.
Yeah, swear PJ Tucker probably live in a townhouse.
And now you taking $200,000 from this man every single month.
If that's $43 million for that baby's lifetime,
spend the blind. Daddy, where's mommy? I don't know.
That's crazy.
You gonna send him back to the hood, bro?
I mean, at the hood, I'm back, y'all.
Broke ass.
Aren't you still playing? Yeah, man.
I gotta come back on experiences.
I got a game in an hour, but I had to move back here. But yeah,
like I said, it's money. You know what I'm saying?
Life lesson learned, man. Be careful who you mess with. But that has been
producers.
Yeah, they were behind the camera just telling us.
The producers are passionate about this too, man. But that has been another episode of the Running Back Podcast. We want to thank you for joining us and listening to us. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with us.
Let's go. I'm happy.
Appreciate that, man.
We'll see y'all later.
We'll see you in a bit.
Peace.